Hi guys. Can you guys hear me? I mean, not hear me, but can you guys see me? Like the comment section because I don't see it here on the side, the chat. Oh yes, there we go. Okay, perfect. How are you guys doing? Happy Friday. Sorry about the delay. Girl, the traffic here is crazy. I thought I could pull a fast one by going to the mall and ya sabes, the same stuff, same old stuff. And so that's why I'm a little bit late. But now I'm here, and that's what matters. Hopefully, everybody's having a wonderful Friday. Obsessed with this shirt. It's one of my favorite shirts always. And then this is what the back looks like. And it's an original one from I think 2000 or 2000 or 1999. I bought it like when I was in high school, like when I was like 15. Well, everybody was listening to like I don't know what was popular, like Ariana Grande and stuff. I listen to that now, but I was into NSYNC, I was into Britney Spears, I was into the Backstreet Boys. I was into all that like when I was in high school and like junior high. And everybody thought I was like weird. I was into like Eminem from like the early 2000s, and so Christina Aguilera. So I bought like a lot of like actual merchandise. It's funny because this stuff is like worth a lot now. But back then, I think I bought this shit for like 15 bucks on eBay, and it's like real. I have the Britney Spears. Oops, I did it again. That one I did pay like 50 bucks, but it's real. So I'm super happy that I bought all that NSYNC and all that stuff. And obviously, Justin Timberlake's my favorite. Um, let's see. Um, Obsessed with you look bougie. Thank you so much, Momo. Diva on a budget. How are you? I missed you. I recognize you from your profile picture. How are you? Finally caught it live. Hello, everyone. Hello, handsome. How are you? I remember you. I haven't seen you in a hot minute, but I hope you're doing well. Alex Guatemala says I'm in Dallas. Where's the party at? Well, I don't know. I'm not in Dallas this weekend. I'll probably be in Dallas like in a few weeks from now, but I'm not in Dallas as of right now. I should probably be in Dallas probably Easter weekend, which I don't even know when that's at. I honestly I have so many things on my head. Me duele la cabeza mucho, pero I don't even know when Easter's it. Easter's on the 17th. Oh my god, it's next weekend actually, right? Easter's next weekend, so I guess I'll be in Dallas next weekend. I'm gonna start being a lot more busy with my right. Oh, actually, no. I'm gonna be in Houston next weekend because I have some compromisos. So actually, I won't be in Dallas probably until May. I have one of my friends having actually a baby, and I want to go visit her on her baby shower. Um, but girl, hit the bars, girl. It's always a party. Hit Deep Ellum, but don't drive. Always doing your own thing. Yes, always doing my own thing, regardless if it's just me. People, do their own thing, but you know me, I'm always in my own circle, always doing my own thing. I can go to the mall like right now by myself. I can go to dinner by myself. I can take my own pictures, my selfie stick by myself. We love a little independent queen, don't we love that? Because I definitely do. I learned how to do a lot of things myself. Um, Juju Bean says, "Hey Boo, it's been a while. Love your hauls. Thank you so much. I know it's been a while. It's been a while since lives, but I'm trying to go back into them like in the summertime. They were always my favorite type of content to do because it's very interactive. I've always preferred to do them. Well, I started doing them on Instagram, and I remember the first one I was very like shy, and so now I love doing them on YouTube because I find that it's more interactive, and a lot of you guys um, come from YouTube than other platforms. Oh, Hanson, you remember me? I always feel so special. Yes, I remember you. You'd always leave the sweetest comments, always, like always, always, always. And I always remember that. Like I remember faces. Sometimes I'm not the best with the names, but I remember faces or profile pictures. Like I always say, I always remember that. So yes, I do remember you. Uh, Cassandra's budget says hi, how are you? I have to try that. Product Junkie 7 says, hey, friend. Hope you are well. Hugs to you. Juju Bean says, we got to fall in love with our own company, self-dates are a must. Yes, self-dates, self-care, everything is good. Like, there's nothing like it. Like, today, I needed some self-care. Girl, I went to Sephora and I, like, stocked up on, like, all my, like, essential things that I use. I guess I'll show you guys what I bought. I know I put it on Instagram while I was at the Starbucks line, but I'll show you what I ended up buying. So I am planning to do a little bit of traveling in the summertime. I think my first trip will be to like probably like before 4th of July. That's like my first trip of the year. I've been in Texas this entire year, which is fine. But I'm doing a lot more traveling in the late, kind of like in the late summer, in the fall, from kind of towards my birthday. Um, I ended up getting this right here, an exfoliator, body wash, serum. This, I already used all these products, so I felt like it was a really great thing. I ended up getting an extra of that body lotion. And give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna show you what I got, but I will. You guys know, I mean, we have like 2 hours. I answer everybody's question. If you guys can give this video a thumbs up, I would appreciate you guys as well. I got 2 of the body washes. And it's good because now I get to like separate everything after the video. This is a really good sunscreen, guys. If you're looking for a really, really good sunscreen, you can spray this all over your body. It is really, really good. This eyebrow, this is probably the only makeup thing that I use every day. And then I bought a concealer brush just because I don't know what happened to mine. I lost it. I think I left it at a hotel room in Austin because I'm always in Austin low key. Like, I may not say where I'm at everywhere, but I'm in Austin pretty regularly. I will say like maybe 3 times a month, but I'm always there like 1 or 2 nights and then I come back. This is a good sunscreen. My shampoo, and then I ended up getting this little baby one, and then my favorite lip balm, which is Summer Fridays. And that's what I got from Sephora with the Rouge sale. So I got everything 20% off, which is good because these are all items I usually buy. Robbie says, best part of my Friday. Oh, thank you so much, Robbie. I appreciate it. Kendrick says, hi. Hi, how are you? Product Junkie says, I agree, self-care is key. Yes, it is. When I'm stressed out, when I'm going through the gigs, go running to the park and running a few miles, hitting the gym, listening to your favorite music. Maybe not necessarily like comfort items like eating comfort food, because I feel like for me, I don't like to do that because then I feel like shit. But like working out, doing things, calling like one of your friends to kind of like relieve yourself. Those things are always really, really great to do. Dennis put, yes, it is. Let's go straight into business. What is the Rebecca Minkoff tee? I've been eyeing the Eddie Maxi as a YSL puffer dupe, but never felt the leather in person. So the Maxi, let's look. I didn't know that they had. I know they did have a puffer version, but my understanding is I thought it was nylon. But it's the okay. I see it now. The one that's $398. Oh yeah, I have seen this one. So with the tea on Rebecca Minkoff is, let me go ahead and kind of break down Rebecca Minkoff. Rebecca Minkoff is a really great brand. I mean, it's a brand that I've always liked. I remember back in the Beauty Guru days in 2008, like the Max bags that were really popular. But I will say the leather of Rebecca Minkoff is really great. It's better than Kurt Geiger leather. It's pretty up there when you feel it, when you touch it, when you play around with it. It's really good leather. And when I sold Rebecca Minkoff at Nordstrom, I never had any issue. I have sold that style, not that particular style, but that collection, that Eddie collection. I believe that it is part of the Eddie collection. Yeah, it is. And people always love it, and people liked it because it didn't have necessarily any branding on it. So it kind of goes incognito with a lot of the outfits that you're wearing. But when you see it in your eyes, you recognize that it's a really great quality handbag. It does have the branding on the back. But Rebecca Minkoff is popular. It's not as popular as it once was, but I will still say the quality and everything of Rebecca Minkoff handbags is good. Their shoes, I had a pair of shoes Rebecca Minkoff before. They were not the best. The clothing, meh. The clothing is good quality, but it just wasn't my style. And for what it was too meh. But I will say the handbags are really, really good, and the accessories, even like the belts and the scarves. So definitely worth checking out. But the Eddie bag or the Eddie collection, you will not get disappointed. And I don't know if you guys know this, Dillard's Saks, Neiman's, and Nordstrom, they all carry Rebecca Minkoff. So if it's sold even in the luxury retailers down to kind of like Dillard's, like department store, like a regular department store versus more high end, if it's carried all across, it means it's a good thing. Like Rebecca Minkoff is definitely underrated, and I wish her nothing but the best. But the handbags are pretty good quality. I love your bits and honestly about products in the financial investment and non-investment. Yeah, I don't know. I find that people in YouTube mislead a lot of people, and I find that in this world, I feel like there's like a lot of gullible people. There's like a lot of people that you can take advantage of very, very easily, especially online. And some people think like, oh, or when girl, I get the tea on a lot of places, but you get the tea, and people tell me, oh, like I go into a consignment store or I try to sell my bags, and you're thinking they're gonna get close to retail, but the bag is trash, the bag is used, and people don't really know the difference between it. It's kind of sad. I mean, I'm somebody that always loves numbers. I love anything financial. So I can tell like the difference. I know how a lot of things work, a Roth IRA, how to close down on a home. Like I'm really how to credit card, charge card, like insurance, like policies. Like I'm pretty good at that, but also my mom works in finance. So I have like kind of we have conversations in that. So for me, all that stuff comes naturally versus like let's say my brother, my dad, that's not necessarily like their hobbies, that's not necessarily a thing, but I've always been good at math, I've always been good at numbers. And so I don't know, like it does kind of bother me when some people say these are investments, these are investments. Um Realistically, maybe if it's like Hermes Birkin or Kelly that's desirable, maybe a Chanel flat bag, but even then I wouldn't put the word investment in it. I would say it's more of a wardrobe investment, something you could use again and again and again. Um, but yeah, I like to be honest and like to be transparent, and I think that's what a lot of people appreciate about my channel is that I can keep it real, and when people ask me questions, I don't sugarcoat things. I don't say things to make people feel comfortable. I say the things how they are. Let's see. Social Banter says, "Hey Sergio, your spirit is quite welcoming and warm. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. Thank you so much for being part of the live. Definitely appreciate it. Yeah, please, handsome. Don't say where you at everywhere. Your safety and you don't know. Super Goop body spray. Thank you for showing Super Goop. I would say, oh yeah, the Super Goop is super good. And you put it all like you just shake it up, pss, 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 and you are like good to go. And this is really good for the pool too. I like to swim a lot in the apartment complexes all the time. And so the other day I was like walking around, I saw all these little kids. I'm like, oh my god, well not little kids, like a few kids. I'm like, it's already pool season, but I know it's a lot more humid here than in Dallas. So I cannot wait to start being in the pool and stuff. I probably give it about another month, and I know that pool's going to be packed. The way the gym is packed, the way that pool is going to be packed. But yes, yeah, I don't like to tell people where I'm at always. I may post things like different days. I'm just kind of like, I kind of put things kind of, kind of whenever I feel. Thank you. I appreciate the insider's perspective. Oh, anytime, love. And yeah, Rebecca Minkoff is definitely a brand that I like. I respect it. Um, Robbie says, I have a Brunello Cucinelli outlet near me. Do you think the price tag is worth it? Other brands you suggest, I would only be shopping for investment pieces only. Let's see. I would say yes, but I've only been into a Brunello Cucinelli outlet 2 times, and out of both of the times, I would say one of the time I went on a third day weekend, and so I find that they do better because I think they were doing the more you spend, the more you get off. I would say yes. I honestly the quality of Brunello Cucinelli is impeccable. I would consider it just like the row. It's very clean. It's very classy. It's very elegant. Things never go out of style. So let's say if they have a pair of trousers 40% off, and on top of that discount, if it's going to be an item you're going to get so much wear out of so many years, like so much everything, then I would say it's worth it. I mean, for me, like I know, like I don't know. Let's use these road trousers for example. They're $1,000 retail. I got them on sale, I think, for $400. I paid about like $80 to get them altered 2 times because I fluctuated in weight. So that's already like, maybe like 400 and something. And so, I see it as an investment in my wardrobe because I love white pants, and there's nothing, I feel like a lot of white pants look cheap. They kind of wrinkle a little easily versus shorts. And so I see it as was worth it, or these Kate ones, or, it's just going to depend the longevity of the item. But I would say if it's going to be something you're going to have for a long time, then I would say it's worth it. And I do think the quality is impeccable. Other brands I would recommend is going to be the Row. I love the pieces from the Row. I think they're very clean. I think they're very classy. I would say Saint Laurent too. A lot of the Saint Laurent items are very classic. Like I feel like that you can never go wrong with it. I have a few of them. Like I have like this Saint Laurent jacket. It's something that I'm planning to have for the next few years. And I think I got this. I think it's retailed for like $1,200, $1,500, and I paid I think maybe $350. But I think it's worth it because I know I'm gonna get a lot of wear out of it, or this one too. So it's always gonna be up to how a person values a piece of item, a clothing item. But if you're trying to get a good deal on a nice ready-to-wear item, I would also check Saint Laurent. Saint Laurent does have a lot of great items at the outlet. Like usually, I think all of my Saint Laurent clothing, with the exception of maybe one or two, were purchased at the outlet. You can find some really great items, but also Saint Laurent's also the type of brand that is a very classy regardless. So regardless what you buy, a lot of things you can get away with wearing for a lot of years. And that's what I like about Brunello Cucinelli and the Row, or like Kate, is because those are brands that are very clean, are very minimal for the most part, and those are brands that their kind of style and aesthetic doesn't change too often, so you can get away with wearing items and it still looks somewhat current. um, Eli Gonzalez says, rate Neiman Marcus last call, Fort Worth, 1 to 10. For me, it's a 10. Every time I go in there, I find stuff. When I was at last call like 2 weekends ago, I don't know if you guys saw my haul. I bought like 2 beautiful pieces of ready to wear. I have an off white shirt. I have to steam it out. It's in my closet. I bought this Altazora top. It's beautiful. It's super well made. It retailed for $500. It was there for like 115, and then I got I think 20 or 30% off from it. And it's super beautiful. It's super classy. I would say their inventory, it fluctuates all the time. Sometimes I go and I don't find like a lot of good ready to wear. Sometimes I find good sunglasses. Sometimes I find good jewelry. Sometimes I find, there's never been a time where I go, with the exception of one time last year where I bought shoes, bag, and clothes and jewelry all at once, and sunglasses. But for the most part, I would say I usually find one item at a time, like one thing. So it's very hit or miss. You definitely have to go on the right days. But I would say it's more, every time I go in there, basically I buy something. So I've been pretty happy with a lot of my last call items. So for me, I would rate it a 10 out of 10. Colette says, hello, Sergio, watching from the Philippines. Thank you so much, Colette. Appreciate you being on the live. Let's see. Crystal says, I told you I was going to be on the live on. Well, thank you for being on the live. You are a real homegirl. You kept your word, so I appreciate that. Eli says, why don't you support Dolce Gabbana? Saw that in a past videos and always wondered. I don't know. I think for me, I'm not the type of person to get into like very detailistic things, but I don't know. I feel like Dolce Gabbana has said like a lot of like problematic things, and I really hate that word. But I would just say there's just like a lot of, I wouldn't use like certain words because I'm not trying to get this video demonetized, but I would just say they've just said like a lot of new things, a lot of awful things about like different people's cultures, different ethnicities. They've said things about like Chiara Ferragni. They said things, I think they called Selena Gomez fat. They've just said like a lot of things towards the gay community. And like I said, I'm not the type of person to like be overly sensitive of stuff. I'm like the least sensitive person ever. Nothing really bothers me or offends me. But for me to be representing a brand, especially a luxury brand at that point, at that stature, I would expect the people that run that brand to have a little bit of respect and a little bit of prestige, especially if you have such kind of like high value. I mean, a quick Google search will kind of explain through a lot of things. it's been a while since I kind of like looked through their scandals, but they've been through the ringers. And also, Dolce Gabbana is just not a brand that I've never liked it in general. It's never been a brand that I always check for, but it's just like a lot of like little things here and there that they've done. And I don't know. I think especially in the gay community, it's very looked down upon for wearing Dolce Gabbana or for supporting them. And I will say when I see gay people wear Dolce Gabbana, it kind of rubs me the wrong way. And when I see celebrities like I don't know, like Jennifer Lopez or Maluma, or I don't know, like I don't idol them. I don't worship those celebrities. I don't worship any celebrity, but it kind of rubs me the wrong way. Or you know, like the Kardashians or whatever. I'm just not a Dolce Gabbana lover, and I do side eye people that kind of wear it in that stature because they have a platform. And but I'm also not a big fan of their items in general. It's not my style. It's a little too flashy for me. But I will say one thing about Jacquemus I do like is that they're very size inclusive, and that they go and they can make sizes for really really thin people and really really like larger people, and that's not something that a lot of designer brands do. So that's one thing I will give Dolce Gabbana is that they're very inclusive within their sizing and their clients, and that's something you don't see in a lot of brands. So that's something positive that I will say. But it's just like a whole lot of controversy. There's like a lot of videos on YouTube about it, but I just don't want to get too much in detail with it because then it kind of turns into a different conversation that I don't really want to have. But hopefully that kind of explains it. Um, SC Ancestor says, Hi, my fave. Hi, how are you? Robbie says, Thank you. Anytime. I'm coming from Connecticut to shop in Houston in San Marcos just because of you. Oh my God, you're going to have so much fun. So if you're in Austin, you need to go to the UAL outlet, San Marcos outlet. You need to just hit it up. I feel like you can kind of knock it out in like half a day, and then maybe you can go to UAL, and then you can go to like Austin a little bit and your night there. And if you go to Houston, obviously the Galleria is really, really good. There's UAL here too. So if you like Austin, you'll probably like the Houston one. And then the premium outlets is pretty good here too. There's like a few stores that are not over there. Like there's a St. John here. I'm trying to think what other stores. There's a few of them that are not. I think we have a theory, and I don't think they have a theory. There's a few stores, but they just had they opened a Valentino in the fall, so they have like a lot of brand new stores, and there's always really really great items, especially if you're looking for shoes. Like at the Gucci outlet, they have like a really good selection of shoes, and the outlets are worth it, especially if you are not super picky on like on off or on season items. You can find really great items. For me, every time I go, like that's where I got this black top, this black Saint Laurent top. I got that there. I always find really really great items. And there's a Gucci shirt I got for $75 at the San Marcos outlets, and it's really really pretty. So I always find really really good scores, and I'm pretty sure you'll find some good stuff. And they have a last call there too, and there's only like 5 locations in the states. So you're gonna love it. There's definitely a lot, and there's other than shopping. There's other great things to do here in the beautiful state of Texas. And just make sure to wear a lot of sunscreen because I can already feel the heat and the humidity, especially here in Houston. It's about to start hitting. Um, Eddie Maxey in Sand Dune is on her way. Your brand approval was the last push. Oh, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Let me know how you end up liking it because I definitely want to hear about it. As far as live streams for next week, I think I should be on live stream next week. I totally forgot it was Easter next weekend. I totally forgot. Dang, that's crazy. Time flies by like this. Oh my God, we're already on day 8 of the month. I feel like March flew by so fast. Hi from New Jersey. This is from Coliness. Hello. Thank you so much for watching the live stream. Hassan says, I love that you show more contemporary brands. It's so refreshing and you help me get more into white looks. LOL, can't wait to see more. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you so much for just supporting, I always appreciate it. But yeah, you can kind of see like my clothing went from like, well, especially was a little bit bigger. I was like wearing like a lot of blacks, like kind of like the same repetitive clothing, which I still kind of do, but I'm starting to kind of get into whites and like a little bit more neutral colors, which is kind of like my safe colors, but I feel comfortable and also it all mixes and matches together. Like even today, like I bought some tops to wear because I find that I needed like a crop. I bought these like just right now. I bought like something like this, and it's like super super stretchy, and yeah. So yeah, white is definitely the way to go. It just gets really dirty, but I learned that a little OxyClean goes a little way to get rid of all those white stains. Thank you for reviewing tote bags that are affordable. Oh, anytime. You guys know I love all types of handbags. I love the handbags that you see at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, Burlington, and I love the handbags that we see at Saks and Bergdorf's and Neiman's. I love, love, love it all. Kenneth says, hey, from overseas Berlin, Germany. Oh, we have Berlin, Germany. Then we have New Jersey. We have Berlin. I think we said, Colette says Philippines. So we got a lot of people watching me. I appreciate you guys. Oh my God. Like all these different types of people from all over the world. Super, super exciting. Momo says, "What's your thought on the Dior saddlebag, and also how about the YSL Lou?" So the saddlebag from Dior, I like it. I just wish I didn't get mine in a oblique print. I wish I would have bought mine in a solid color, just because I find that. Well, I'm just gonna be honest. My last name it starts with the D and it has I, so it's like Dior Dior. So whenever I see the Dior monogram, I usually just see my last name. So I'd always think like, oh, like that's like my last name, and that's why I bought the book tote, and that's why I wanted to get it monogrammed. That's why I got in the Dior belt, the Dior shoes, and like also I was into Dior because it was very much like I would just see like, especially when you see it like all like that, or like, oh, that's like my last name on a bag. And so I just wish I didn't. I think I did it overkill, but I love the Dior saddle bag. I think it's really pretty. It's a little expensive now than what it was a couple, like 2 years ago, like during COVID, like versus what it is now. It's definitely went up a little bit, but I do like the Dior saddle bag. It is a really pretty bag. And the YSL Lou, I think it's reasonable. I think it's really great. It participates in a lot of gift card events, like from Neiman's and Saks. So if you're thinking about getting a Lou, even like the classic colors, that's always a really great incentive to buy them is whenever they participate in those gift card events. But I do love the Lou quite a lot. Wendy P says, "Hi Sergio from Melbourne, Australia. Adore your style. I recently went into Tory Burch for the first time because of your recommendations. The quality is amazing and will definitely be purchasing soon." Oh my God, Australia! We have Australia in the house. Melbourne. Oh my God. I didn't even know Tory Burch had stores in Australia. So that's even cool because like sometimes like in Mexico, there's not like Tory Burch boutiques inside. It's inside like a department store. But oh my God, you will love Tory Burch. It's gonna like Tory Burch puts a bright smile on my face. It's one of my favorite brands. You guys know that. And oh my God, I cannot wait for you to get your first Tory Burch handbag or whatever you end up getting. You will definitely not be disappointed. But the Good Luck Trainer is probably calling my name for me. But oh my God, Tory, it's one of my favorite brands. Gigi says, "Hi, Mijo. Keep up the good work. Hope you can start a new channel for blogs. I know YouTube will penalize you for not posting outside of your niche." I'm actually starting a YouTube channel, but a different YouTube channel. I will start doing more vlogs. Like I'm actually vlogging tomorrow. I'm just I'm doing I'm starting to I'm gonna start a Spanish channel. So my goal now is I haven't decided how exactly I want to go by it. I think I want to post Monday through Friday on the main channel, which is this one here, and then Saturday and Sunday just post 2 times on a Spanish channel. Maybe one is vlog and then one like a sit down video, and kind of go from there. So I am planning by that. I'm planning to maybe start probably towards the end of this month or towards May, the beginning of May by like Cinco de Mayo. I know it sounds kind of like weird to say it, but I will start doing. I'm going back to doing more vlogs too. I'm gonna be vlogging at Coach tomorrow. That's what I'm kind of feeling, and that's what I kind of want to do. But don't worry, we're gonna start getting a lot more different content on the channel. I'm kind of, you guys see, I've been a little bit more excited about posting. I love, love, love YouTube, and I feel like I kind of lost sight on other things that weren't important. And now I'm back onto YouTube, and I love it. And I'm always thankful for all of my subscribers. I'm always thankful for all the brands I get to work with, all the amazing people that I get to meet. And I find that I kind of just lost focus into that. So I'm kind of going back into that, and it's very, very exciting. I haven't felt like this one since I first started my channel, which is very, very exciting. But you can go off your niche when you do vlogs. But if I put kind of like cook with Sergio secret, I feel like that's when it pushes off. But if you just kind of like include it in the clip, but it's like mostly kind of around the same content, and people still watch it throughout it, it shouldn't. It should, for the most part, it should stay in the same lane. Ash said, Ash Max said, I love San Marco outlets. Going to Dallas soon. What are your favorite shops there in Dallas? Last call by Neiman Marcus. All the CCOs are really good. There are there are two. There's one in Grapevine. There's one in Allen. The Allen outlets are starting to be a little bit better, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily worth the drive. I feel like a lot of those stores are like in every kind of major city. So I don't know. It's kind of hit or miss. There is an Armani outlet, which I would say there's pretty good deals. If you're in for Michelle watches, Watch Station, there's one there. I think that's a really great one. I will look at the Bloomingdale's outlets because we don't have any here in Houston, but in Dallas, there's two. There's one at the Shops at Park Lane, and then there's one at the Grand Prairie Premium Outlets. I prefer the ones at the Shop Lane. So there's a Nordstrom Rack at Saks Off Fifth that actually gets really, really good designer transfers, and there's a Bloomingdale. So I would go across the street from North Park and check all those three out. Oh, and there's the Home Goods too. That Home Goods is really good as well. They're all like together. Like you can walk to all of them. And then obviously North Park, which is going to be the largest mall in the area. Grapevine, Highland Park Village, definitely worth shopping if you're into luxury shopping. A lot of like little cute restaurants and stuff that you can go into. And Last Call, I would say those are like what I would recommend. And if you like Neiman Marcus, I would check the location in downtown. It's kind of dead and naked, but if you do like Neiman Marcus, it's worth checking out because it's the first store, and then upstairs is where they have all their headquarters. And so it's really, really cool. It's kind of like Nordstrom Seattle, like store number one. It's kind of like that type of vibe. So if you are kind of like into like shopping and stuff, I think it is worth looking there. Like it's a pretty store overall. Um, I mean, keep this one for fashion and another one for blogs. Oh, like to make two different ones. Yeah, I mean, I thought about it. I don't know. Maybe I'm still like I do want to have a second channel. Like I already have the account set up. I just haven't decided, but I don't know. I think maybe I don't know. I would love to start a Spanish channel because I know I have a lot of Spanish viewers, but I don't know. But I think in 5 videos, I think two of them could be definitely vlogs, like like 45-minute vlogs. Usually, I would say my vlogs perform best when they're under 45 minutes. Once it kind of reaches like that 50-minute, people don't watch it all through. But within that 45-minute in a vlog, people do watch it through. Oh my god, it's already been 33 minutes. I feel like time goes by so fast. And as you can see, I talk a whole lot. If you guys can give this video a thumbs up, I would appreciate you guys. Abigail Mendez says, hi, how are you? Diana Peace, I know you may hear this all the time, but I bought my Coach Cassie because of you. Love your videos. Oh, thank you so much, Diana. That means a lot. And that's my cousin's name. So that's one of my favorite names because that's my cousin's name. But hopefully you love your Coach Cassie. Let's see. How do you feel about the Chanel Deville? I've been looking at it for a good Chanel. I've been looking for a good Chanel Deville substitute due to the fabric. Thanks for the totes videos. I like the Chanel Deville. I definitely would. I think at this point, a Chanel Deville is a lower price point than the Dior book toe. And in that case, I would much rather get the Chanel Deville because it has a zipper. It's a top handle, and you can have the longer strap. And I know they have leather variations, and I know they have fabric variations. I prefer the Chanel Deville over a book toe, and I prefer them maybe versus the On the Go toe by Louis Vuitton. I will say the Deville has always given me more of like a spring summer vibe, even in the leather version. I don't know. I think the silhouette or the style of the bag has always never gives me like winter or fall vibes, but it is really pretty. I do really like it, and I do think it's worth checking out. And I've held a Deville. It's really, really pretty, and I do think I think it's worth checking out. I mean, I think the Deville tote's really, really pretty. I should have put it on the video, but you know me, I don't like to make my videos super, super long, like over 30 minutes, especially sit down. Well, they are over 30 minutes, but then I have to like cut it out. And so usually I try to put them like under like 22, 23, 24. But I do like the Deville tote. Um, what are your thoughts? I believe it's called the Coach Madison Puffer Handbag Handsome. Oh, I love that bag. That's why I want to vlog at Coach tomorrow. I want to go and play with all the bags. That Coach Madison, I've seen it on Neiman Marcus. I've touched it. I played with it. I am in love with it. I'm not a peachy type of girl or like the orangey color. I'm not the type of girl in that color, but that color is really pretty and really stunning in person. I think it's an addition. I think it's a different take on the pillow tabby, and I love it. It kind of reminds me also of a Saint Laurent Lou, but it's like completely different in its own way. And I think for $500 for the bag and the quality and the size and the seat, I love everything about it. So I love it. Like I've touched it, I felt it, and I recommend it. I think the quality is really really there for there, and I like to carry it with both of the straps or with one of the straps as kind of like a longer crossbody, a longer shoulder bag. Um, how do you like the Prada bucket hat? I'm debating whether to keep mine or sell mine. I was wearing it earlier today, but I don't know. Parts of me like it's kind of over it in a sense, but then I also like because this is the bag that I was wearing when I was at the mall, and then so I kind of like to keep them as a set because whenever I wear this, I go for the bucket hat. I wish I would have bought the ball cap, um, but my stubborn self wanted to get the bucket hat. I've been wanting the bucket hat because I was in Michigan Avenue, Prada, Nordstrom, and they didn't have my size because I was with one of my guy friends, and I really wanted it. And I tried to really getting into the medium size, and it was just way too small. And then like a few months later, before I moved to Houston, um, I saw this at the Prada boutique before they closed it. I can't believe they closed a Prada boutique in Houston, which is crazy. And then so I bought it. They had an extra large because I do have a big head, and so I like it. I mean, I feel like if I sold it, I feel like I would regret it. I bought this when this was 575. I think now this is 625, and I believe it's gonna have like another price increase soon. And I'm not keeping it because of the price increase. I just feel like I know once I sell it, I would never repurchase it, so I might as well just keep it. But also, a part of me also thought about this. So Prada sells this pin by itself, and I think it's like $400. And I've seen people put it like on their shirts because like a lot of the Prada shirts, like button ups, like I can literally put. They have like that plaque, and especially like in the pocket here, I can literally put that plaque, and it looks like a Prada shirt. Especially nobody would go into the difference, or like on a denim jacket that has no other branding on it. And I thought about maybe selling this and just getting a nylon hat in general, and then just putting it here, and then so I have a pin, and so I can use that pin for whatever. But I'm bad at losing like jewelry, pins, and stuff. So that's why I was like, no, I don't want to sell it, but I do like it. But um, I wouldn't repurchase it. Is what I'm trying to say. I feel like I've been there, done that. But as you can see, it's very portable. I like to have it, and when if I don't want to wear it, it does fit in here quite a lot. Right now, I have the crossbody strap on the inside, but girl, this is so packable. Like I can literally like fold this in there. It looks like a little like it looks like a pair of underwear. Pop that baby in there, and it's good. But I like it. But I don't know. I feel like I would regret it if I sold it. So that's why I keep it, and I do wear it. So as much as I say meh, I do wear it. So I don't know. I would say still keep it for like a few seasons, and see how you feel about it. Wanted a quilted Madison so bad, but it's sold out at the outlet. The original one, not the new one. Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. Let me look it up just so I know which one you're talking about. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the original one. Oh yeah, that did go to the outlet. I remember seeing it. I mean, they still have it like on 24S, but like it's like this. It's the retail price. Yeah, I did go to the outlet. I think it did hit the 60% mark. So I think it was $200. I do like the original one, and I remember I think it did go on our friends and family. So it is really pretty. I would probably start maybe Poshmark or something, maybe to see if it pops up, but it is really pretty. But I totally forgot that they had that version. There's so many handbags that they come in and out, but I do like it. But I did hear about. I totally forgot that it got discontinued. Quentin Madison all sold out at the outlet. I always thought that version was very nice. Yeah, the original version is really pretty. I really really like it, but I guess Coach was like Oh, well, I do see one here on Poshmark listed for 279 versus I think the retail was I think it was either 450 or it was 495. But on Poshmark I like because you can always kind of like 279 you can offer 250 for the most part. They usually negotiate. So I think maybe half off is better than 450 or $500 because I totally forgot the MSRP on it. But oh my god, yeah, I'm looking at the pictures. Yeah, it's a pretty bag. I totally forgot. I was like, no, when I was like, didn't Coach come out with something like that? And it was because there was an original version of it. But it is so pretty. But usually when the bags hit the outlet at the reserve, they go really fast. They go super fast. I'm so happy to hear about your ideas of a second channel and vlogs. Here for it. Yes, um I have like a lot of you know plans for a second channel, but I haven't decided what I want it to be. Oswald Press says, "What's your favorite song?" In sync song. So I'm gonna put you my favorite song. Um, my favorite song from NSYNC is this one right here. Hopefully, I don't copy. This is my favorite song from NSYNC. It's God should have spent a little time on you. It's like my favorite NSYNC song. Like that's the one that like I could like sing along to it in the car. And sometimes I tell my friends to play that song. But that's my favorite song. God should have spent a little time on you. That is my that's my favorite NSYNC song. Um, Agreed. Cutest designer sandals. Oh, it's funny how like I have all my stuff here. I have my Prada hat and everything. I love my Hermes Oron sandals or like whatever these are called in the men's version. I think that they're worth it. These are so comfortable. I have a wide foot. You guys know this. I did not have to break these in. I think that these are the cutest sandals ever. I think they're way. I can believe Chanel's dad sandals or Chanel dad sandals are over $1,000. Girl, the Hermes sandals are low key reasonably priced. Like now, when I looked at the price of the Gucci sandals, the Louis Vuitton sandals, the Chanel sandals, and they're not as prestigious as Hermes. If we're keeping it real, girl, this just touched my little straw. That's kind of disgusting, but whatever. We're gonna act like it didn't happen. Um, the Oran sandals are really good. If you're looking for other comfortable brands of sandals, I think Jimmy Choo has some really cute sandals, and I always think Jabito Rossi, they're underdogs. I think they have some really good sandals, but I feel like the Hermes sandals are worth the hype. And then my Ginza sandal from the row. The Ginza sandals and the fisherman sandals from the row are also some ones that I really like. But those are probably the three ones that I love. And I do see myself adding a fisherman sandal from the row, probably around this coming season, probably like in a few weeks. I saw them at Saks and they're really pretty, but I'll probably end up buying them like on a vacation trip or something. Um, Thank you so much. I just started getting into luxury items. I'll let you know if I find any good. Yes. Let us know what you end up finding. It's always good when you start your luxury journey. And then there's the Goyard Boutique. There's not a lot of Goyard boutiques. It is the only Goyard boutique in Texas, so it's worth checking out in Highland Park. So if you are into Goyard, just even going into the store, really pretty. One of the ladies used to work at Aritzia. I always forget her name, but I bought like gifts from her before from Goyard. She's really nice. And there's usually not a line or anything. It's worth checking out. Chanel de Ville 39 and leather 66. 39, I think. How much is the book tote? 35.50 or 33. I mean, I would much rather just get the Chanel one. If I'm already paying now the leather, you kind of 66, that's a lot. Like that's a lot of money. But for a fabric, 39 versus Dior book tote like 33 to 35, comparing what size, or maybe the novelty ones are a little bit more expensive. I rather get the Chanel one because I find the Chanel one's been longer. I think it's a little bit more. I don't know. I prefer it a little bit more, and I don't know. I feel like the big totes are just like they're still it, but they're not what it used to be. And I feel like the Chanel de Ville tote has always been the same. So I would probably get the Chanel de Ville tote, probably in like a fun fabric variation, than a leather variation. Gigi says, let's get this likes up. Appreciate Sergio coming out on a Friday. Oh my god, yes, if you guys can give this video a thumbs up, I would definitely appreciate it. Caponi glass bag. See, like I keep telling y'all, I just have like all the stuff like next to me. So the Caponi glass bag, you guys saw Kylie Jenner, you guys saw Doja Cat have this type of style of handbag, and there is a glass version that they're selling for $2,800, and like the way they make the glass look like it is absolutely crazy. I love it. If I had all the money in the world, or like if I was like a millionaire, girl, I would low key buy it because it's like imagine just having it. But right now, my little classic black one will do. Caprini is an underrated brand. I got this one via Farfetch. But the Caprini glass bag, love, love, love. And I would love to at least touch it or like feel it. I know the Houston Galleria in like Houston, that area, like this area, there's like a lot of high profile. So if I see somebody walking around having it, I may have the balls to go up to them and be like, "Can I see your bag? Like, I'm not trying to rob you. Like, I just want to like feel it." So who knows? We may get to play with them, and I'll take a picture of it, like pretend it's like mine or whatever. I don't know. I totally agree. I'm also wishing I had bought the baseball cap. Yeah, like if it was a baseball cap, because I wear my baseball caps like a lot more. But I don't know. I feel like bucket hats look weird on me, even my Gucci one. But I mean, you win some, you learn some. But I know I'm not a big bucket hat person. I feel like they look a little funny on me. I feel like I already have a big head, and I feel like it makes me look like I have a bigger head. Um, I would sew it into a black baseball cap. Oh, I didn't even know you could do that. I'm gonna have to look into that. I never even thought you could sew it into a black cap. I just thought about buying that plaque and just buying like a hat and just like sticking it on the side because I think the product plaque on the cap is on the side. I don't think it's on the front. I didn't I didn't even know you can make that, but that's a really really good idea. I'm excited to see more plan on your channel. What do you have your eye on next? I will say there is allegedly there is more plan um, coming into my collection, and the pull-in bag that I want, I always forget the name of it, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. It's the one it's $360. It's a numero Dix. I should probably know that. It's 360. It's the one that's like round and it's like the half moon bag. That's the one that I love. I love that it has like all these different strap variations, and I love it. And will always love Pull-In because it was the first handbag brand that I worked with, and the first handbag brand that took a chance on me. So I'll always appreciate Pull-In. Pull-In will always have a special place on my heart. And I mean, they're really, really quality bags. I really, really love Pull-In. But the one that looks like kind of like a ship, the one that Emma Hill has, that's the one that I really, really want. Probably like in the brown color, because it will be like the perfect spring bag and fall bag. If I just want to put, "Hey, handsome. Hey, how are you?" Um, C Uncensored says, "What do you think about Versace and the whole as a whole?" Oh, I love Versace. Versace is like my gaudy like moment. Like I'm here for it. I love Versace. Love, love, love it. Like I'm here for it. And La Medusa, I love the La Medusa line. Like I think it's so pretty. I find like they finally found like their hit brand, like their hit kind of classic bag. And La Medusa is just it for them. Like I love everything about it. I love the chain. I love the style. I like the sizes that it comes with. Like I just love everything about La Medusa, and I am here for it 100%. I am a La Medusa stan, if you ask me. Um, Abel says, "Hey Sergio, how are you? I'm doing well. And do you thank you so much, handsome, for your opinion on the Madison puffer and the peach color. It's because that's the color I'm saving up for. I love that one. Hopefully, will last like during the friends and family sale or like the Mother's Day sale. They usually have like a 25% off of it. Last time I remember the Madison, the original one, was 28% off. So hopefully this round, that's why kind of like everyone's been asking me, Sergio, where's your Coach bag? I haven't seen you buy a Coach bag so far this year. Where is it? Where is it? I'm like, girl, I'm trying to save some coins too, girl. That's why I bought like all this Sephora stuff at 20% off. Girl, I'm pretty savvy too. So like I'm like I'm waiting for the friends and family sale to see, like I want to be nosy. I want to see what's on there, and then I would defer what bag I buy, because girl, I'd be pretty pissed off if I bought the Madison, right? $495, and then next week I know it's 25%. I'm pretty sure they'll do a price adjustment. I know if I bought it on Nordstrom, they will. But I'd be pretty mad if I bought it and then it goes on sale. I'm like, God damn it. I would have saved $120. $120, girl, that's a nice dinner, girl. That's my, what bill does that pay for me? I think that's my electricity bill. My electricity bill is like, I think 75. I think my internet's 75. Yeah, I could kind of pay both of those bills. It pays for a few gallons. I can fill up my gas tank like 3 or 4 times. Um, so for me, I want to wait until see what bags go on that sale, and then I will decide what I would buy. That's why with the Troy Burch sale that happened like 2 weeks ago, that's why I kind of were like I want to buy Troy Burch, but I waited, and that's why I ended up buying the bag, a pair of earrings, and girl, Miss Thing, I bought a pair of boots from Troy Burch from they shipped it from Tampa, Florida, and like I do not know where they're at. Like I need to call my SA and see, girl, it's been 2 weeks. Where are the boots? I want to show you guys. They're like these riding boots, and I got them. They were so cheap. They were like 528. Then they were 220, and then I got 30% off on top of that. So I got them for like 160 for these really nice long leather boots. But that's why I'm kind of waiting for to see what's up. But hopefully the Madison one gets on the friends and family sale because I'd be so freaking happy, girl. 20% off? Yes, give me the 25% off. Because a girlie loves to save money. I'm Mr. Krabs, girl. We gotta, especially this economy, girl. We gotta save our coins, even if it's just 20% off on things I want to buy. 20% off. Um, I seen that you said you found your Gucci shirt for 75. I've never actually looked at designer outlet clothing because I always thought it would be so expensive. Makes me want to check an outlet ASAP. Yeah, the Gucci. Well, just a lot of brands. Like here, I'll kind of show you. Like I'll show you some of my wrap. Like obviously, some of the things I had perks because when I worked at Nordstrom, like I would get like things because I was an employee. I would like have first dibs. But I walked in at Neiman Marcus, 123 from $500 plus my discount. I mean, plus their discount, like the customer discount, 30% off. Girl, Vince, $300, got it for $48. I don't know. Yeah, $75. Yeah, they had a lot of shirts. Like it's because usually when people shop at Gucci, they want like super crazy things. If you're going for more of the less embellishments, the less craziness, the better deal. And it does say Gucci right here. I always wanted like a nice like button up blue one that I could wear with a bodysuit, and so that's why I love it. But you guys know, I'm kind of insecure about wearing like t-shirts because I feel like I'm fat. So I like to wear shirts like these, like and wear them with like a bodysuit, and I like kind of use it as a third piece because sometimes a leather jacket or blazer can be a little bit too hot now that I live in Houston. But yeah, you can find really really good deals. Like I think I paid like 120 from like $1,000 or like $900 for this Saint Laurent shirt. This Celine blazer was I have the matching pants. So this jacket we took for $3,500 or and I paid 600. I know it's still a lot of money, but it was something crazy. I got the whole set, the suit set for like $850, $900 for and the suit set would retail for like $6,000. You can't find really good deals like on ready to wear. These cape pants, I got them altered to fit me. They had these zippers, but these ones retailed for $890, and I paid $100 at last call. So you can actually find good ready-to-wear pieces. It could be very much hit or miss, and I have like deals for days. These are just the clothing that I have on the rack, but you can always find really great deal on ready-to-wear because people usually the everyday person at outlets they're not shopping for ready-to-wear. They're really not because they like probably like what you said. They probably think it's expensive so they look past by it. But for me, girl, I love me a good ready to wear piece, and you can find really great deal on ready to wear, and it's hit or miss because sometimes they'll have like really like crazy sales, and sometimes there's not. Usually 3 day weekends are the best. That's when outlets and especially Saint Laurent. But for me, all of my Saint Laurent clothing, I've literally have paid like I have like t-shirts that say Saint Laurent on the back that I got for like $60. I have Saint Laurent plain t-shirts that I got for $40. I bought in Saint Laurent denim for like under $100 that are prices like what a Levi or a Merck and Eagle Jean would pay. It's hit or miss. Sizes are hit or miss, but especially if you're nice to the sales associate, especially if you go like right when they open or right when they close, they're like really helpful. They're actually really nice. The Saint Laurent sales associate are pretty nice, and you can find some really good deals. And like I said, all this nice ready to wear, even though I did pay maybe a little bit more, and now I'm starting to shop a little bit like more fast fashion a little bit for like here and there. But all this nice ready to wear, I don't see myself getting rid of it. I see them as collecting them and wearing them like as I kind of go and how I buy. Because for me, I genuinely love clothing, and I see clothing as a piece of art, and that's why I love it. But yeah, the outlets do be coming through low key. So I'll check it out, and especially Vince and Theory, especially off season, like when their stuff is in the back racks. A lot of those racks are like 80% off, sometimes an additional 20% off, 70% off, additional 20% off. And the quality of those clothes are phenomenal. So next time you're outlet, check it out. Gwyneth McMullen. We got Gwyneth McMullen in the house. She says, "Hey Sergio, hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for being on the live. Love the '90s Versace when Johnny Versace was still alive. It was so iconic. I mean, who does it? Who doesn't miss Johnny Versace or Versace? I think we all do. But I guess I'm pretty sure we all watched the story of it and everything. And when I was in Miami Beach and when I saw like the Versace mansion and like I saw the staircase, all I could think about was like the assassination of Johnny Versace. Like I just like I don't know, I feel like really like surreal to see that, but I feel like we all miss Versace. I feel like a lot of things would not slide by if he was alive, but I think the brand is still taken care of. I think Donatella and Capri Holdings, which is although it's a conglomerate between Jimmy Choo, Michael Kors, and Versace, I think they've been taking care of the brand pretty well. I think if Johnny were to see it, he'll be proud of Donatella, if you ask me. Um, Maribel says, "Sorry that your Hermes buckle got flushed. It's always an adventure with you." Oh my god, I was so mad. Like I when it flushed, and it was because I didn't with your ojo. We were talking about like, oh, I feel like they gave you ojo. So I went to go pee. I opened up my buckle, and boom, it fell. And I decided, should I pick it up? Should I not? And then my dumbass self was like, let me like record me picking it up. So like when I told my cousin like, and then as I was trying to pick it up, it like flushed. And I'm like, well, I mean, it is what it is, and it's always some it's always some bullshit with me, honestly. Like if it's not this, it's not that. If it's not inside, but honestly, it's my life. So I mean, I accept it. I was so mad. Estaba bien encabronado. Like, and we were driving to Highland Park, and I was like so mad. And my cousin was just like, it was so tense in the car. I was just like, my face turned red. Because for me, when I'm super mad or upset, the way you could tell is by my face. I'm just like my dad. It's just like I'm just quiet. Like I'm quiet, and you can feel the expression, the energy. And then I ended up getting a cupcake, and I felt better. So ya pasó. It is what it is. I'll get a new one, whatever, and I keep it moving. But you are right. It's always an adventure, and there's always some bullshit going on. But it's my life, and it is what it is. Now I can laugh about like I was trying to pee and it fell, but in the moment I was pretty pissed off. Haley Hall says, I agree about the Hermes sandals. Yes, they are definitely worth it. I love them. I want to get another one, but I want to wear these ones. But honestly, I bought these ones here at the River Oaks one. It's like 3 minutes away from me. I could literally walk there. But this right here, like I don't even see this as an Hermes. I see this as Houston, girl. I'm representing Houston because it has little H sandals. So the little Hermes sandals, I love, love, love them. Thoughts on the marine moon tops, and do you think it's worth buying one or two played out? So whenever this first got introduced, Nordstrom had them and somebody had returned it. I was upstairs on the second level collectors. I tried it on. I didn't feel confident in it. Well, every time I wear something super body conscious, unless if it's like a plain bodysuit, but if it has some sort of print, like even like my Wolford bodysuit, I don't really like. I feel like everything is kind of like out. Especially I was like a little bit bigger back then. I find that I wouldn't feel comfortable wearing it, but I don't know. I feel like I've seen reviews where people don't like the cuts and stuff on it. I think they're really pretty. I don't think they're played out, to be honest, because I still see people wear them and I think people sell them really well. I don't think they're played out. Like, if you want it, I would say I would go for it. I would probably not buy one just because I don't feel confident in it. But if you feel confident, if you like it, I would get them. I like kind of like that bluey print. I think I saw Dua Lipa have something like that, like maybe like a season back, and that's something that I could see somebody wearing. I don't think they're played out, but I also think about what I see on social media is not what I see in real life, and I've only seen like three people wear that in real life. So you may see it online and may think, oh, it's played out, but in reality, I haven't really seen it out and about that often. And I'm somebody that loves going out on the streets like that. So I would go for it. I mean, why not? And I don't think it's played out. Like I said, I've seen it a lot on social media, but what you see on social media isn't really reality. So I'd go for it. I think if you love it and you like it, I don't think it's played out. I say go for it. Haley Hall says, yes, love Goyard. Yes, Haley Hall does love Goyard. Me and her when we were in LA, she bought something from Goyard. Um, I remember. I love you, Haley Hall. What do you think about Coach's new Depths Me bucket bags? Got my eye on the green one. I don't know. Let's look at it. I think I know what you're talking about, but you guys know I always like to. I always love to look at everything before I get it. Oh yes, yes, yes. I keep getting the ad for it on TikTok. I love that line. They have like a little pushek line of it, and I love it. And it's like 150. I think that's such reasonable prices. And they actually like sometimes some of Coach outlet bags, like I'm not gonna lie, they look kind of like outlet style. Like they don't look like full price looking. But I will say this line, I could have sworn last season they had some with a jacquard print like that. And I mean, it looks like a full price bag if you ask me. Like last when I worked at Nordstrom, there was a like the jacquard print literally looks exactly like it. So I mean, I like it. It's 150. Oh, the one that I like is the baguette. It's 169. I like the green one a lot. I'm going to the outlets tomorrow too, so I think I'm gonna go to Houston Premium Outlets. I love the green one. You guys know me. I'm green because I'm about my coins. You know, mama gotta pay her bills, and green always brings you good luck, especially green. But I love that line. I think you should go for it. And I think right now it's 150. I think they're doing like extra 15% off. I think if you sign up with emos something like that, I'd go for it. It's they say you have your eye on the green one. The green one is like it's like that emoji, like the burning emoji, like what Haley Hall has that emoji right there. I mean, I love green, so I go for it. Go for it. I'll take it. You should get that one, and I'll get the baguette, and we could be twins. How you doing? Like Wendy Williams. I think I think you should go for it, Robbie. And if you get it, then I'll get one too, so we can be twins. I'll get the baguette style, and you get the bucket bag style. Um, let's see, Haley Hopper Caperni. Yes, we love Caperni. It's a brand that I've been loving a lot. Fiki says Jacquemus Bambino. I thought that said Benzino, like Cola Ray's father. Oh, that bag I love. I love that bag. Actually, that was a bag that I was gonna get with my Farfetch collab, but I ended up getting the Misan Michelle hat instead because I knew that I wanted the Misan Michelle hat. And so, but I do like that bag a lot. Actually, my friend Gwyneth, I don't know if she's still on the live, but she has that bag and she always wears it. And that bag literally looks brand new every time I see her like post a picture in it. And I've seen other people give reviews on that bag, and it looks like it holds up pretty well. I kind of prefer that one than like the Chiquito bag. I would go for that one, the Bambino, just because it's still Jacquemus like brand, but it's not overplayed like the Chiquito one. I feel like the Chiquito one's a little too played out. Excuse me. So I would get the Bambino, even like the bigger ones. I feel like it's a little too played out. A little too played out for me. I think the Bambino is a really great alternative. Picking up bags, even though this whole live stream is about bags, do you know that Fashion Found now carries Salvatore Ferragamo bags, and they carry Telfar bags? So you can buy Telfar bags on Fashion Found. I think that's so crazy. Anyway, going off topic. And it says, how do you feel about sequin bags? And have you seen the Dolce Gabbana sequin handbag? I have not, but I can do a beautiful Google search and I will give you a response. Oh, I saw somebody have I did have I would literally when I was at Zara today, I literally saw somebody have this bag. I'm gonna look at the actual. So you guys know me. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a Dolce Gabbana fan, but I'll give you my thoughts and honest. Like I'll think about it. Like I'll give you like if it wasn't D&G. I will say Dolce Gabbana bags are well made. I will say their items are pretty well made. I like it. I mean, I think it's 21.45. I think that's a really decent price for handbags compared to like let's say Fendi baguette, which is like I think will run you over $3,000. I like that the G&G is like big and like a little gaudy, but it's like not. It's not like that. It's not super overdone like the Fendi FF baguette. I like the chain on it. I think it's really cute, and I like the sequence of it. I like the positioning, and I like the color because I find that the colors can go well with lot more things. So I like the bag. I think the bag is cute, and sequin bags. I do like sequin bags. I prefer sequins when they're smaller, like the Dolce Gabbana sequins. I don't really like big sequins like the ones that Fanny's doing. I find that first of all, if a sequin goes missing, it's a lot more noticeable versus let's say like a smaller sequin bag. one or two was missing, it's kind of hard to tell. Like people are not going to be up on your bag, like up in your eye, versus like if anyone like, or if even somebody tugs at it, like it's to send it to repair and pay for it and all that stuff. Just way too much. Just I prefer sequin bags that have a little bit more smaller details. A, because they're more reinforced, and B, if a few go missing for whatever reason, they're not as noticeable. Um, yes, love the numero dicks. I'm thinking about the light gray color, but worried about transfer as always. I always say when it comes to transfer, I always say just make sure your jeans have been washed like a few times. And I find that I don't really run into the jean denim transfer. Like my cassette, I've literally have worn that bag to death. Like honestly, it should probably be in the graveyard, but I just love that bag. I've worn my pillow bag to death, and my secret is why I keep them so clean is I make sure whatever pant or whatever shirt I'm wearing, um, depending the fabric, I always make sure it's been washed multiple times. Like I would not wear brand new jeans with like a white bag, or at least I would carry it more like on top of me. Um, and I don't really run into that issue, and that's why I keep a lot of my white bags clean. Is because I make sure whatever I'm wearing has been washed multiple times. Haley Hop with the crying emoji. Let's see. Hi Sergio, I love that you now feature more contemporary bags versus designer. I also have a mixed and adore Pull-In, Marc Jacobs, and Toy Burch as well with the peace sign. I love Pull-In. I love Marc Jacobs. I love Toy Burch. You are good people. So I love a little bit of everything good nice. I will always love a good Prada bag, but I'll also love like a good emerging brand. I'll always love a good contemporary brand. You guys know um, I will always love a little bit of everything. You'll see me wearing my Vans, and you'll see me wear my Prada outfit. But then tomorrow you'll see me wear Hermes sandals with my Colgaya clutch. I just love a good mix of everything with my Zara jeans. You know what I mean? I love the mixing up a little bit of everything. Some days contemporary, some days designer, some days mixing. I love it all. If it looks cute and I feel great in it, then that's all that matters. And it's good quality. Jocelyn says, "Hi Sergio, hi, how are you? What's the wear and tear from your YSL camera bag? I'm thinking getting the beige with gold hardware. Really good. I actually just sold it in a block sale, and that's a whole other video. But because I'm saving up for like a really big purchase, which we'll talk about later in a different video. But I like it a lot. I've had the beige one too in the past, and then I don't know what happened to it. Did I give it to my mom, or, or did I give it to my friend? I think I gave it to my mom. I think I don't remember. I feel like I always go through bags. I was literally thinking the other day when I bought my Fleming, and my mom had texted me. I was like, "Oh, you bought the same bag as me?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And then she sent me a picture. She's like, "Remember, you got this for me for Mother's Day?" And I'm like, "Oh, I forgot." So sometimes I always kind of forget about bags, but it will hold up. The leather's really good. I think it's it's comparable to the Gucci Marmont like Maltese leather. So if you're familiar with that leather, it holds up pretty well. If anything, I think it holds up a little bit better if you ask me. I think it's worth it. Right now, I think a lot of brands are doing those gift card events with Neiman Marcus. I don't know if it ended already, but sometimes they do. And that YSL is always included and there's no exclusion. So that's always a really great incentive to buy. Also, my Farfetch code, plug Sergio10, you can get 10% off of it if you do want it now. But I like it. I mean, I've had no issues, and that leather holds up pretty well. What are your thoughts on the Nano Speedy Louis Vuitton? I love the newer version that they took off the straps. And so I like that. It kind of gives it more of versatility versus the old one. It's like stitched in on there. But I do like the Nano Speedy, and I prefer the newer version than the version that they had last year, because I think the newer version came out this year. So I like it. I think it's really cute. I think the Speedy will always be a classic. Regardless of my thoughts opinion about Louis Vuitton, I always love Louis Vuitton Speedies a lot. I think they're really classy. I think you can never go wrong with them, regardless if you get epi leather, monogram, a bean, azure. Well, I don't even know what other variations they have. I think they have upfront versions. I love them all, and I love watching you every Friday. Thank you so much for being part of the live. I appreciate you. Let's see. Wendy says the Hermes buckle. Oh, Michelle Tate says, OMG, I love your shirt. Oh, thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate it. When he says the Hermes buckle incident was truly devastating, yes, I was so sad. Like literally, I wanted to pee so bad, and I like the moment I opened it, it like fell, and I was like, oh my god. I said, did this really happen to me? And then, I was on Facebook, and then this happened to a friend, and I'm gonna show you right now. This is like way worse. So I feel like I could have had it. I could have had it bad, because we were talking about it. It was like, y'all, Charlie flushed my Rolex down the toilet. We took the toilet off and it's gone. This kid is really asking to be shipped away. So I mean, it could have been a Rolex, but I mean, Hermes. But I mean, and they're material items at the end of the day. They come and they go. So as much as I'm devastated, it's at the end of the day, it's a belt buckle that says H on it. That's not even real like silver. So it's fine. But it was really sad because now I have to repurchase it, and now I have a piece of leather. Um, but you win some, you lose some. But I take everything with a grain of salt. Um, I think we put good morning. Oh, good morning to you. Well, it's evening over here now. It is 8:15. The battery's been actually pretty good on my laptop. I actually have not put the charger on it. It started, I think, at like 60 or 70. Now it's 41. That's actually pretty good. Abel says thoughts on the coat on Coach tote bags. I don't. There's one Coach bag that I just do not like. Like I always see guys and girls wear them, but I don't like them. The Tyler tote bag I do like. There's another tote bag that I like a lot. Um, let's see. The Alana tote I like. It's the field tote that I just do not like the bag. Maybe it's like the way it says Coach. I don't know. It kind of scares me. I don't know. Kind of weird. You got to keep that in mind. The Willow tote I do like. The day toe I like. I just am not a big fan of the field toe. The field toe, I just like. I don't. I've never seen a field toe, and I'm like, oh my god, I just have to have that field toe. Like, I just don't. I don't really like any of the field toes. I feel like they're always kind of like. I don't know. I don't say that about any bag, but I'm not a big fan of the field toes. But all the other ones I love in the full line range. Firespawn put. I agree with you. Johnny Versace would be proud of Donatella, but you said think a lot of things went outside uh, if Gunny was alive. He gives some examples. A Messi. I don't know. I feel like he would still want his brand to be within himself. I wouldn't, and this has nothing to do with Capri Holdings or like Jimmy Choo or Michael Kors. I'm not saying that because I know when that news broke out like years ago, people were like making a big deal. Oh, it's Michael Kors. Like, there's first of all, there's nothing wrong with those brands. I love Jimmy Choo and I love Michael Kors. I mean, I feel like he would want his brand to be within himself. He would want to have full partnership. He would want to, be a family-owned business. Kind of like when you think of like Chick-fil-A, when you think of, I don't know, a privately owned business that's not on the like that's not like out and about. I think Capri Holdings on the stock market. I don't know, but he would just wouldn't want it to be shared with other people. He would want it to be within himself, maybe his partner, maybe Donatella, maybe whoever's part of that family business. And I feel like he would still want it to be part of the family. And I feel like he would not want to like put it on the New York Stock Exchange. He would not want all that, and maybe some of the celebrities that are wearing the brand right now. I feel like he would not let some of that stuff slide. But those are just my opinion, and I don't know. Those are just some of the things. But I feel like the main one that I'm trying to think that he would not let slide by is I feel like he would still want his brand to be owned by him. So that's even me. Like, if once I start a brand, because I know eventually that's going to happen, putting good energy out there, I would not want my brand to be like, unless if it starts off as a like conglomerate, maybe like Rihanna, Fenty, and like LVMH. Like, that's different because that's how it started. But if I start my own brand, I would not want it to be bought out. I would not let like a firm buy me out. I would want to own and have full ownership to the day I die. And my wishes after would be to have it to be family owned or whoever owns it. But I would not want anybody to like some random people that don't even care about the brands to have control. If that makes kind of sense, if you know what I mean. But those are just some examples. As you can see, I kind of go off topic a little bit. Benton needs a comeback. I think is you mean let's see. Oh yes, United colors that Benton. Oh my god, yes. There was actually, in Mexico, it was actually kind of big for a hot second. Every time I'd go to Monterrey and San Luis and Querétaro, they always had like a lot of stores, and they actually did really, really good. And I've been into stores. I don't think they ever had presence in the U.S. I could be totally wrong, but they did have a big Mexico presence, and I don't know what happened to them. But when you put Benton, that's why I was like, is it United Colors? But I didn't know if it was like that. But I think they do need to come back. I think they need to like maybe wholesale to department stores and maybe sell it through like Nordstrom or something. But I can definitely see Benton coming back. But I do remember that. I do remember going to the store. I'm like, what's this green store? Because it's like green. And San Luis Potosí. I remember where exactly it was. It was in La Plaza San Luis, and it was like next to Liverpool. If you guys know what that at, you all right, people. And it was like on the first level, and it was right there in the corner next to it, and it was United Color Benton. I was like, what is that store? And I went in there. I was like, oh my god, all this stuff is really cute, but they do need to come back. It's funny how you say that because I was actually thinking about the other day. Uh, Pauline Paz says, love your shirt. Thank you so much. I love NSYNC. I love NSYNC. I love NSYNC. I love Britney Spears. I love Backstreet Boys. I love Christina Aguilera, um, Jessica Simpson. Like I just love all that. I even love Mariah Carey too, even though I'm not gone into Mariah Carey music like that, but I love her too. There's this one song that I love from Mariah Carey. It gets me all the time. Michelle says, Jocelyn, I stalk the LV website every single day just looking to score at one random hours. That would be my last, and I'm done with the brand. Yes, like literally at the crack of dawn, or like when you least expect it. That even goes for like Hermes Orons or like certain items. When you least expect it, like girl, it'd be like right there, and you just add it to the cart, and then you're good to go, and boom, you have the item. When Mini says, hey, how are you? Uh, La Toy says, do you like the Neverfull? I like the word Neverfull. I respect it, but I would just never have one myself. I just feel like it's a little too basic for me. And that's coming from somebody that likes basic things. Like I like basic white t-shirts. I like basic sneakers. My style's pretty basic, but I feel like it's a little too basic for me. I like basic things that have like a little bit of a twist to them. I like it. I respect it. But for $2,000, honestly, I would much rather get a Gucci Ophidia tote, or I'd much rather get an MCM list tote. I could buy a MCM list tote and a Gucci Ophidia tote, and just pay maybe like less than $100 more, and I can have two totes for the price of a Neverfull. That's insane. But I would much rather get those two than a Louis Vuitton Neverfull. But I don't hate it. I think it's a nice bag. I respect it. I think it's popular for a reason, but it's just not for me. When it says it's my fave, love it. It's hold up well. Yeah, I literally every time I see you like wear the bag, it looks like you just bought it that same day. Like that's what makes me kind of want to get a Jacquemus bag, just because I have not seen a Jacquemus bag unless it's like that very soft leather that they did like a long time ago that I see sometimes people have. But like newer Jacquemus bags, I don't really see them have any like they don't look worn. Maybe because they're more structured, but they never look like super super worn, super trash. Um, Hosena Renee says, hi, just join in. Love you. I love you too. Laura says, hey, how are you? Monica Leo says, I love Fashion Pal. And for anyone in Canada like me, you only pay tax and no duty. Oh, that's good. I did not even know that. I didn't even know that about Farfetch too, that like the duties and everything there. So that's good that they take care of that, because girl, I can only imagine how much all the expensive stuff is. Um, duties are expensive, and nobody wants to pay that. um Streamlining your live on TV as I do stuff. Oh, thank you so much, Laura. Appreciate it. The last three vlogs were great. Thank you, Laura, for watching. I appreciate you. Thank you. Monica Rodriguez says, hi, Sergio. Hi, how are you? uh is there something you can suggest for spring suede bags? I have a neutral bag that I'm scared to wear. oh, oh this is what I used to do, and it worked for my mom too. The suede cleaner that's in the UGG kit, I would use that. I forgot what it's called, but I've used that one before on my mom's bag, and it's good. It's the kit that's like $20 or $25. It comes with like a little brush, and it has like all these little items. I think it was a spray, or it was a conditioner. That one works really, really good. And that's what I've tried before. Um, and you just kind of like you just I think it was a spray, and you kind of use it and you put it in the closet for like 24 hours and it's fine. Because I think the boots that I have now are sprayed down, and so and like even if you put like water, it just looks like you just go like and it kind of like it like they don't get wet. Um, but I think the little spray kit on the kit is what I used to use. But if anybody has any recommendations, if you can leave it on the chat for Robbie, we would really appreciate it because I definitely want to know what other people use too. Hosanna says, "What are your opinion on Brendan Blackwood bags?" Oh, I love his bags. I know they came out with a new collection, I believe today. I saw somebody's YouTube channel, and then one of my friends, I follow her on Instagram, and she bought some of the bags too. I love Brandon Blackwood. I love how his bags are for the most part under $500. They're different, but they're very wearable. I like him as a person. You guys know I'm very much about the people behind brands too. Like I don't look at like I want to know who Supergoop is. I want to know who Away Shampoo is. I want to know who Zara is. I want to know who Oliver People is. I want to know who's the CEO of, I don't know, Lazadica. So I like Brandon Blackwood as a person. He seems like a really nice gentleman, and I like the quality of his bags. I like how his bags, like like they always say, Barney's told him no, and look where Barney's at, extinct. And where's Brandon Blackwood at right now? Flourishing, and his bags are doing really, really well. So I think he is an inspiration for me, just like Kendra Scott, just like Tory Burch, just like all these other designers that are alive and thriving and doing well. Because it shows an example that you can make it, and you can be very inclusive within your brand. Even Clemens so far, somebody that I think is very aspirational. For me, I don't really look up to celebrities. I don't really look up to like athletes. I look at people that I see in the field, like a Brandon Blackwood, a Kendra Scott, Chiara Ferragni, the people that kind of paved the way. And so I love his bags a lot, but I appreciate him even more as a person. So I really really like Brandon Blackwood a lot. He definitely has my respect. Not that he needs it, but he's somebody that I respect really 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 well. And I only have one bag from him or two. I don't know. I don't know. I have my Chick-fil-A one. That's what I call it. It kind of reminds me when I worked at Chick-fil-A. Can you believe they were about to make me wear a Chick-fil-A costume when I worked at Chick-fil-A? And I said, girl, I don't get paid enough to do this. So I made my other coworker wear it. But I know kind of off topic, but that's my opinions on Brandon Blackwood. Um, Miss Jelly says, thanks for your Farfetch code. I got my Eleanor bag. Oh, you're going to love your Eleanor. We're going to be twins. I love Eleanor. Miss Jelly, which one did you get? That's a question I want to know. Did you get a small one? Did you get a medium one? I want to know. What is your thoughts on the mini cast and toe in signature canvas by Coach? Let's look it up. Oh, the mini one, I do like it. I like it a little bit better than the field toe. They're very similar, but the catch and toe kind of reminds me of the Louis Vuitton sac plat. But obviously it's 250 versus I don't know what a sac plat is now. It's probably over $2,000. I think it's super super cute. But if the field toe maybe came in that size, I would like it. But I prefer like the little cash in one a little bit more, and it's super super cute, and it's like the perfect kind of like little phone bag to put your stuff in it. But I do love it. Let's see. I kind of went a little too thick. Okay. I would get a better deal. I would never use the bag I got on sale. I want to, where I could get a better deal. I never use the bag. I got it on sale, and I want to donate the money. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I would say, I say that. Yeah, that's a good point. Burberry says, I don't understand the issue with Dolce Gabbana. Was there a political or social issue you don't agree with? I wouldn't say it's political. I'll say just social issues. I think there was just like a lot of things that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But I was just never a Dolce Gabbana fan to begin with. And then the whole Diet Prada, the whole like them trying to sue Diet Prada for defamation. I think it's still some pending litigation. I think they're still going back at it. Now I will say I'm like the least. I don't really like Diet Prada. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I'm just not a Diet Prada person. Diet Prada person. I think they instigate like a lot of things, and I think they pick and choose who they want to go for and attack for. Like like who's that, the who what where girl. They always constantly tag her, but there's like a lot of other influencers that do the exact same thing that she does, but I don't see him calling them out. Or like when Kendall Jenner came out with the tequila and was trying to make it a whole kind of like, I guess, race thing. And I was like, girl, that's a reach, girl. Like if you're gonna come for Kendall Jenner, come for all these other people having tequila brands that aren't from Hispanic descent. So they kind of pick and choose. I know I'm kind of going off topic, but that's why you don't see me. Like, that's why I'm not a big Diet Prada person, because they actually used to be pretty good, but they pick and choose what they want to do, and they kind of go for a certain narrative that I just don't care for. So I'm not even talking about like that. But I also say that's pretty messed up that Dolce Gabbana is kind of suing them for whatever they have, because they're not going for them like through Diet Prada. Like they're suing them, like you know how like when you sue somebody, depending like how you have your business. So for me, you cannot sue, Sergio, me as a person. Usually, let's say if I get a lawsuit from Louis Vuitton and I have my thing registered as a business, you're gonna come for Sergio's Secret. You're gonna come for all the assets, all the money that's within my business, Sergio's Secret. You're not gonna come for me as Sergio as a person. But they're actually going for Diet Prada as a person. And so I don't know. I feel like that did run me the wrong way. Like I said, I'm not a Diet Prada person, but I think that's kind of messed up. And I don't know. I think it was just like a lot of things. Like I think then like I have to refresh my mind, but there's just like a lot of things that they said about like Selena Gomez, Kia Friani. I think they said that. I'm not gonna say because I don't remember. I don't recall. It's been a while. It's been like 4 or 5 years since I purchased them. But it's really weird because a lot of people that said that they weren't gonna wear Dolce Gabbana, not gonna show it, are the same ones still buying Dolce Gabbana. So I kind of like said I keep that kind of shooting my shot towards like a few people, but I mean, people. We live in a free world, so people can do whatever they want. But it's a pretty social issue. It's not really political, but I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of them in general. Sam A says, "Hey, it's Scotland. Hey, from Scotland." So we got Scotland. We got what was it? I think Thailand. We got Berlin. We got all over the world watching. So I think it's super super cool. We got Melbourne, Australia. So I think it's super cool that we get a lot of different um, people watching from all over the world. So thank you so much, Sam, for being on the live stream. She has a story. Says, "Hi, Sergio. Do you know of any designer bags that have a strong structure like the Gucci Dionysus?" The Gucci Dionysus, I would probably say if you're looking for like the crossbody or kind of like a medium size, because I think a really great one that I personally like is the Alexander McQueen skull bag. It's like this, and it's kind of like a flat bag, and I like how structured it is, and they come like in smaller sizes and larger sizes, and I find that people can look past by Alexander McQueen bags. The Celine trope, not the. I think they're kind of phasing out the box bag because I'm kind of looking at their inventory and they're not kind of re-upping it. I think they're kind of going away from the box bag, and I think they're the trope, that bag. That's kind of like their new kind of box bag. That one I really, 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 really like. That trophy. I don't know how to pronounce it. That bag is probably like the one that I would recommend. Another strong structure bag. It's contemporary, but the Toy Burch Eleanor is something that I really like. Miss Jelly says she just bought one and she really, really likes it. Those are some of my ones that I would kind of recommend. But the Celine Trophy, that bag, I will look at it. It's so pretty, and like I've touched it, I felt it in person. It's so stunning. Like the quality of that bag is phenomenal. And also Bulgari bags. Oh, do not get me started on Bulgari bags. Bulgari. It sounded like I said mulberry. Bulgari. Those bags are also really, really pretty. They have like a strong structure. They have little smaller ones and they have a little bit larger ones. So pretty, like stunning. And I have yet to see a person have a Bulgari bag in person, like carrying. Maybe that's a lie. I've probably seen maybe two or three, but I don't really see Bulgari bags carried like that. But so beautiful. Loved your reply to the sequin handbag question. Have you seen the Kurt Geiger sequin handbags? Very sparkly. What do you think about the fluffy material handbags? Do you think they are a trendy piece? I have seen the Kurt Geiger bags. I may not be the biggest Kurt Geiger bags, but one thing I will say that I like about Kurt Geiger is that they do a lot of like fun novelty bags, and it kind of gets you like that vibe that a lot of the designer brands do. Like a plain Kurt Geiger bag or like the rainbow one that they have like on that one TV show. I forgot what it's called. That got really popular. Um, what is it called? That TV show? I don't know. It's like in Spanish. That I don't really like the classic Kurt Geiger bags. I don't think they're the best quality, but I will say I do like a lot of their more material bags because you get that material look, but without spending a lot of money. Because I feel like a lot of those material bags, like novelty bags, kind of go out of style really fast, or they kind of come and go. And so to spend a lot of money in the designer category is a lot. But a Kurt Geiger bag, like under $300, I think that doesn't necessarily break the bank. As far as fluffy material bags, I think they're more of a trend. Like I'll give you an example. Like I think something if it's more fluffy like this Tofar that's like this, I think it's gonna stick around. And even like this that I bought recently, they'll be around, they'll be popular, but I think they're more a trend piece. And these bags are very delicate. Like if I go eat or if I take this to a restaurant or like I bump into it or somebody has like it's very easy to damage. Like this bag, even though it's like suede, you can already see like the marks on them. Like they're not bags that are meant to last forever. I would consider them more novelty style. And so therefore I would say they're more on the trend base, and I wouldn't necessarily invest a lot in. And that's why you haven't like. I went to buy like a YSL, but I'm like, why am I spending first of all more of a premium than a regular leather one? I just don't think it's worth the price, so that's why I went for like more embellishment pieces, more fun pieces, and more kind of like fluffy bags. I would definitely go more the contemporary route. Um, versus designer route because designer ones are a lot. First of all, those tend to be a little bit more expensive than their kind of core bags, and I feel like they kind of come and go a little bit faster. So I would say the fluffy materials come and go, and they're more kind of like wintry bags if you ask me too. Those are bags that I would wear more in the winter. Maybe the Tory Burch one I can get away wearing right now with spring. When the summer, I think it's too much of a summer bag. I mean, too much of a fall winter bag. I loved your. I missed a sequin bag question. Did you mention the Fendi Sex and City purple sequin bag? Do you think it's worth it? My friend actually has it, and every time I wear it, it looks stunning. It looks beautiful on her. I love it on her, and she loves to wear color, and so it looks very vibrant. Hopefully, maybe she's on this live stream. I don't know. She's a quite busy girl, but I think it's worth it. I mean, I think it's an iconic piece, and I'm super happy that Fendi brought it back. Probably not get it for me; it's just not my style. But I love seeing it on people. I think it's so beautiful. But I think it's an iconic piece. Iconic because it kind of brings that Sex and the City vibe, especially now that they kind of revamped it, and it gives a whole new generation of that baguette style and Sex and the City as well. It scares me too. LOL. Oh no, I love the field toe. LOL. I don't know. I don't know. It's not my favorite. I'm not a big fan of it. You don't like puffy version of the field toe. You can always turn it around if you don't like the Coach logo. Oh, true. I don't know. It kind of. I don't know. The field toe is just like not my favorite. Not my favorite. I don't know. She has a story says, do you know when Saint Laurent will have their next sale? Probably I want to say mid June, but I always tell everybody you could call the Saint Laurent outlet, call them like on a non busy day, and tell them that you're looking for a handbag. And they're girls at the end of the day. I think at the outlet they work on sales based. I don't think necessarily commission based. Or maybe they do, and maybe it's probably like a small percentage. And so therefore they're more incentive to help you. So they don't mind sending you pictures of what they have. So if you don't want to wait for the sale, just call and just be like, hey, like I'm looking to purchase a YSL bag. I want to see what inventory you guys had. You guys showing me I'm looking for more flap styles, and they're more than happy to help you out with whatever you want. For the most part, all Saint Laurent employees from I've been to three Saint Laurent outlets: San Marcos, the one in Florida, I think it's Sawgrass Mills, and the one in Cabazon outlets. Um, they've all of them been pretty nice. So I mean, I would hit them up. It's worth a try. You never know. You may find something you liked. Um, hi, how are you? What do you think about the Coach T Rose Rogue? Okay, first of all, I love all the Rogue bags. I am a big fan of I'm a big fan of the Rogue line. Um, oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You know when they say, wasn't that like on TikTok? They have like, oh, a work of art. This is a work of art. This is a work of art. This is not a work of art. Oh, but this is pure whatever. The T Rose Rogue is a work of art. Beautiful. Like the details of the bag. I can already tell how they produced the bag just by me kind of thinking about it, and it's such a stunning bag. Um, Hi, yes, I then see Benton. Actually, if you Google it, Benton is somehow circulating. Yeah, I was looking them up, and a lot of the things look nice and modern, but I don't think they ever had a U.S. presence. I could be wrong, but I remember seeing it growing up a lot in Mexico. Maybe at one point I did have Benton clothes that I just probably don't remember. Probably my mom bought it for me. I remember going to Mexico. My mom would buy us Twos, Zara, Pull and Bear. What was popular in Mexico too? The other brand that's part of the Zara group, the one that looks like has a little like a little song note. It starts with an S. That brand, even though it's more women's clothing, I remember my mom buying me clothes there if I wanted it growing up. Flexi, I think I had a pair of Flexi shoes. Um, but yeah, I probably did. I probably, but I do remember seeing it, and it is pretty nice. I made it. Thank you so much for being on the live stream. I appreciate you so much. Um, the the Hermes Kelly bag is my dream bag. Do you know any designer bags that are close to it? It's a huge purchase, but I haven't carried a signature bag in years. I've been using work totes for work. The Kelly bag is probably the Lee Razzle by Tory Burch is probably gonna be your best bet. I will say with the Lee Razzle, I'm surprised. I know they have like the actual Lee Razzle, like the double bags, and the original Lee Razzle. I cannot believe that they don't have them in like different leathers because that leather is very delicate. It scratches a lot. And I know some people say it looks like a Birkin. I think it looks like more of a Kelly because it has a strap to it. I would say that's going to be the most comparable thing to it. But I think Tory Burch should come with it in different variations or different leather textures because the Lee Roswell, the original one, the leather is just a little too delicate for my tasting. That's why I've been hesitant to buy one. I remember it was in store in the early 2000s in Jersey. So also it probably did have a presence. I just don't remember seeing it growing up here in Texas. So maybe I know like Uniqlo, we don't have Uniqlo here in Texas. So it could be probably brands that were in different regions. Like we don't have Bloomingdale's here other than outlets here in Texas. I'm 50, so Benton was hot in the 80s and 90s. What color do you think you recommend for the Colgate Balenciaga? Ooh, I love. Okay, so I really want this bag. I would get like the Trisha Paytas like pink color. It literally looks like this color. I would get the pink one. Not for me, but I would recommend you the pink one. Or I even like the gray color. I've seen they do a gray color. And but I love them in all the variations. I really want that bag. I feel like it's such like a cool girl bag. You guys know I'm not a big Balenciaga person. Did you see they had a price increase like 2 days ago? I think the small hourglass now is like 27.50, something freaking ridiculous. But the Colgate bag, I call it the Colgate bag, like toothpaste. But I think it's so like I just love it because it's like so effortless. Like you just put it on, you're just like minding your own business. Like, oh yeah, girl, like I have my bag. Like, let me get my Starbucks. Let me go on my way. Let me be on my phone. Like, I love that bag. That's why I want it because um, it's just such a cooler bag. I'd probably recommend the gray or the pink one if you asked me. I prefer boutique shopping from the boutique for the boutique experience, but if I can get 15% off the code, that'd be great. Um, I would ask maybe Nordstrom. Like maybe I know in Canada they have Nordstrom. I'm pretty sure they would price match it. Sometimes we would do it. It would depend what manager we had at the time, like during that day. Because I mean, even though Farfetch is not our competitor, but if it's business that we can have, and they're working by commission, sometimes they're more um, willing to do it. I love you, Sergio. I love you too. Monica says, "NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears. Are you sure you weren't born in the 80s? I'm an 80s kid, but I grew up in 90s and 2000s. Best years ever in terms of music. Yes, I love Britney Spears. I have a Britney Spears Oops I Did It Again shirt. I have another NSYNC shirt, and they're actually like the Oops I Did It Again shirt's like actually from the year that I was born. Actually, I'm gonna show it to you just because I feel kind of cool. It's like my prized possession. Like out of everything, like I just like I love it so much. Where is it? Oh my god, I do not know where it's at. My Britney Spears Oops I Did It Again shirt, but I have this one. Like this is like an original one. Like I remember I bought this and like when I was a freshman in high school. Like this would be like music that I would listen to, and I would not listen to anything else. But I do have a Britney Spears one. I don't know where it's probably like in the dirty laundry because I actually wear them. Like I like that they have the crack and the personality. Like I was at Sephora today and at the mall, and I literally had like five people compliment me like, "Oh, like I love your shirt," and I'm like, "Oh yes, like I love NSYNC. Like I know all the songs, but I know always people always ask me that like, oh, what type of music do you listen to? I always say, oh, girl, I listen to NSYNC. I listen to Backstreet Boys. Like, I listen to all that. I listen to like early Eminem. Even like Kelly Clarkson, like whenever she got out of Idol, like her first few albums. I like listening to Miranda Lambert. And people always think like, girl, I thought you would listen to like Dua Lipa or like Ariana Grande, which I do, but there's nothing like early, like late '90s music, early 2000s. It's just so different. But I know I feel like I'm always like an old spirit. I always feel like I feel like I was a cool girl if I was like reborn. I don't know. I've always had like different tastes than like a lot of people like my age, and I feel like that's why I'm a little bit more mature than a lot of other people. But uh, yeah, so those are the best terms in music. But yeah, you get the vibe. Christina says, "Hi, Sergio. What do you think? Or your opinions on the Loewe basket bag? I think I want the medium size or small." Okay, so I'm gonna show you my Loewe basket bag. Let me grab that for you. Um, so my size that I have is the medium one. I had the small one and the brown one, but then I saw it. I'm like, why do I have two sizes? So for me, I'm 5'11" and like 145 pounds, 50 pounds. And I think this is the perfect size. I feel like the small one proportionally, it did work. Like I did like it, but I feel like all my items would be like too crunched up. And I find that this one is like the perfect size. And so this is like the Paula Ibiza collection. This why this mine's like a little bit different because it has all this leather detail on it. And I love this bag. Like I love it. I did use it a little bit towards the end, but I think it's worth it. Like I love Loewe as a brand. I probably will add the white one again, and also the white one's like lopsided, and so it kind of like bothered me because I didn't pack it well for a trip, and so now I know how to pack these well. But depending on your reference, if you're a little bit more smaller, then I'll probably get the smaller size. If you're a little bit more taller, then I'll get the medium size. I think the other size, like the huge 650 version, the larger one, that size I feel like is more like of a beach bag. But if you're planning to carry it as an everyday bag, I'm gonna throw this here on the floor. And actually, here I'll show you what fit you can fit in here. So you can fit like my phone, sunglasses, say like a hat, a camera, and yeah, showing you for reference. I have my keys right here. I don't know, my wallet, like my actual wallet, cash, gum, AirPods, mints. So let's just like stop there, and it like everything fits in there perfectly. Like versus if it was a smaller one, it would already be kind of raising up. And so for me, I find more security because it's an open tote, like hiding my stuff, and I prefer the medium size because I feel comfortable carrying it as a kind of like on here on my shoulders versus a small one. I feel like it looked a little too awkward to carry it like that. I would have just went took in my arm, and sometimes that wasn't convenient. But I like how this one I can carry it like this very comfortably, and it fits all my stuff, and I can still fit like a water bottle, which I would carry, and it fits everything comfortably. But um, I would say the medium size is a little bit better, but depending on your figure too. But I prefer the medium over the small size. I never had a white medium. I know I had a small white and a small brown, and this is my perfect one. It took me to buy three to get it. So I would say this one in the medium size, I think, is the perfect size for you for every day, and it's the one that's gonna fit the most comfortably on your shoulder. Because the small one, I feel like it's a little bit like too armpity, if you ask me. Even though you can adjust the straps on it. Um, what do you think is the best designer bag of all time? If you could only keep one, what would it be? My Loewe puzzle bag. I love Loewe. I love my puzzle bag. I'm gonna add another one very soon. My favorite bag of all time, the one I get the most compliments on when I go to designer stores, especially here in Houston. Houston's more flashy, and they are more like Prada, Chanel, Hermes, Louis Vuitton, Gucci. So when people like see me carry Loewe, they're like, oh, like he's different. I think I've said this in other live streams and videos. Like he's different. Like, he has a little bit more of a quiet taste. Like even though it's Loewe, you can buy it like on the same floor at Saks or Neiman's or Nordstrom. But I just love it because it's recognizable, but it's like not super in your face. So I would say the Loewe puzzle bag for me, at least for now. I love, love, love Loewe. Um, as you can see, I'm smiling. I love my Loewe puzzle bag. Fairy Odd Parents, hello. How are you? I'm doing well. Hopefully, you're doing well. Hopefully, you're doing well as well. Do you think it is worth 950? I think. Are we talking about the? I think we're talking about the Lee Roswell, right? By Tory Burch. Yes, I do think it's worth it. I do think it's nice. Um, but yeah, I would say yeah. I think it is worth 950. Let me see. Let me go back up to the comments. I feel like how are you? Yes, I love to hear. I'm debating on one. So put ha ha ha. I just got the Eleanor small black on black. I returned the large because I'm only 5'2" and it looked huge on me. I love the snap closure on the bag. I like the small. The small one's perfect for like a dinner or like for like my phone. Like I don't know. For me, I usually have my phone in my pocket, or like in my hand. I don't really have it in my bag because I don't like look for it. But I think the small one's perfect for like the essentials. And then the medium one is good, but I could see why you said because you're 5'2", it can look a little bit huge. And I like how the chain's a little bit more easier to play with on the smaller one. And I really love the chain on the Eleanor too. Do you have any favorite fashion designers and models? Alessandra Ambrosio, Candice Swanepoel, Isabel Gulzar, Kaya Gerber, Lily Artlich. I think that's her name. Those are some of my favorite models. Adriana Lima, very classic. Tyra Banks, like that new Skims campaign, Heidi Klum, all that. Love it. Giselle Bunchman, um, Miranda Kerr when she was modeling back in the day. So I feel like she's kind of like a mommy now. Well, she's married to Evan Spiegel, the founder of Snapchat, so she's living that good life. Those are some of my favorite. Stella Maxwell's another one that I really like. I met her one time. I remember I was so shy. It was like during a Victoria's Secret event. Like I took like an executive lunch at Nordstrom, like an hour and a half, and like I met her and I was like so shy. I made her sign my Victoria fashion book and I took a picture with her and oh my god, it was like super cute, iconic. But those are some of my favorite models and my favorite designers. I like J.W. Anderson for Loewe. I like I don't know. I like Anthony, whatever. I forgot his last name for Saint Laurent. I think he's doing a really great job at Saint Laurent in the aesthetic. I like Olivier for Balmain. I feel like it's a very match made in heaven. I like Matthew Williams for Givenchy. I think I like Phoebe Philo for Celine, and I also like Phoebe Philo when she was in Chloe. I think she did a really great job. I'm not a big fan of Nicolas Ghesquiere. I was never a big fan. I like Stella McCartney as a designer because she designs her clothes. Those are some of my favorite ones. The Eleanor bag is such a great quality. I'm going to a Tory Rich store and check them out. Yes, I think they're so good. I wish that Eleanor's were like that leather was the same quality as the Lee because it's just the Lee scratches so easily. But Eleanor's my favorite. And then my friend has a dog named Eleanor. So every time I see Eleanor, I always think of the Eleanor bags from Tory Burch. I will read about the Diet Prada, but not sure what it is either. Yeah, it's been like a while. But even though it's been a while, they're still doing like that pending litigation. But none of it has nothing to do with me. I'm living my life. I have my own problems, but I don't care for either of them. They can all do their own thing. They can all pull each other's hair for all I care. Thoughts on Celine luggage Nano tote? Love it, but I can see Celine getting rid of it soon. I can see that in the luggage, it's starting to come, just in general, they're starting to come in more neutral colors. They don't do, we talked about this like on a few live streams ago. And we're talking about that even in the box bag. They're coming in less colors and less variations. And so for me, I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like they're kind of phasing them out. And I think they're trying to push some of the newer styles for now, but I don't know. I wouldn't surprise. I love the bag a lot. but I can see it kind of going away if you ask me. In general, the Bottega Mini Jody is a better first buy than the Acro Tote. I looked at the Acro Tote and the price point can be well over 4,000. For me, I use smaller bags more than totes, so I would say the Mini Jody, I would say it's a better choice if you like smaller bags and you like to carry not a lot of things. For me, I can go in and carry like a lot, like what's in this basket bag, but then I can also carry like nothing and I'll be fine. It just depends what I want to carry and what I'm doing. So at nighttime, I don't really need to carry a lot. But during the daytime, if I'm like, let's say if I'm in Austin for the day, or like I'm in San Antonio for the day, or Dallas for the weekend, a bigger bag like this to run all my errands is a little bit more convenient than having a small bag. But I feel like everyone needs a different variation. But for your first Bottega, I'd say go for the mini Jody, or to add another Bottega. I think the mini Jody is better. Because the Aqua Tote, that leather is a little bit more easy to scratch, a little bit more delicate. Love your channel, Sergio. Keep it up. CL Fire in Sync shirt too. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Selena Flores says, would they have the Lulu at the outlet, or what kind of items could you find? So last time I was there, they had Sac de Jours, they had the Vicky line, they had college bags like in gray, like the classic kind of like a classy color, like a nice color. They had college bags. They had those little small like chevron bags in like different colors. Probably Lou's no, but variations of Lou yes. But the original ones, no. No, I have not seen one. I'm trying to think. No. Even like the smaller ones, no. I've seen the little smaller chevron ones. I've seen the camera bags there. I've seen Sac de Jours, Vicky's. I'm trying to think. A lot of novelty styles like heart bags and like little like the one that looks like a pyramid. But they do have like classic bags. Like I can believe I saw a college bag there, and they had sunset bags too. But Lulu, I have not seen Lulu at the outlet. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I have not. Those are some of the styles that I have seen across all three outlets. Are there Ferragamo's bags to look out for? I think the classic studio bag I really like for Ferragamo, but they recently got a new creative director. So I'm kind of like holding my horse for Ferragamo because I want to see what this new creative director is made out of. And I find that Ferragamo's gonna be popular than ever because this creative director, I forget his name, but he's made out of something. Like I feel like I'm very, very excited to see a difference and a change in Ferragamo, especially a heritage brand, to have such a kind of like a newer kind of emerging designer. I want to see that clash and see how it goes for them, and it looks very, very promising. So I'm very excited to see the future of Ferragamo. I'm ready to see more of a youthful version of it, like not as traditional. I think it's good to have traditional, but sometimes you have to kind of get with the times. I feel like sometimes Ferragamo's a little bit lost, or it's not one of the first brands you think of. So I'm very excited to see this new direction of Salvatore Ferragamo. Domestic, yes, Sartorius. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce it. You mean, but yeah, that one. That's the one I'm talking about. I like Mickey Mouse shirts, and like they do like a lot of fun graphics. I remember having shirts from there growing up. AOBS Life says, "Hey Sergio, hey, how are you?" Cash Addict B Boy says, "I like your bucket hat, Sergio. Thank you so much. I appreciate it." Hey Sergio, update. I took your advice on the leather G4G in box leather. Also, use my bestie 33% off at Nordstrom, which is a plus early gift for me. The bag is beautiful. Yes, that 33 girl, I have it too. So I know exactly how it knows. Even though I don't work for Nordstrom anymore, it's fun when you have friends that work in fashion or like retail. Because girl, those discounts be coming through between me and you, between this live stream. But I know you saved a pretty penny, and it's beautiful. You're gonna love it, and you're gonna fall in love with it even more as you wear the bag. But I'm so excited for you. That bag is really, really pretty. But congratulations and happy early birthday to you, Shasha. That makes me so much happiness. IOBS Life says, "Love your hair. Thank you so much. It took a while for it to kind of grow this length whenever I shaved it off, but whenever I had purple hair or like silver hair." But I feel like I'm gonna go back to color hair pretty soon. I have to wait a couple of things to get done, but by best belief, I'm going back to colorful Sergio. Do you have a list of Nordstrom competitors? I'm wondering who they price match. They price match Neiman, Saks, Bloomingdale's, anything that's a brick and mortar location that's a department store. The Webster, I've seen them price match it because it is a brick and mortar location, but I don't think they'll do it like if there's not like here in Houston Gallery, there's a Webster store, and so even though it's more like of a specialty shop, they would price match it. But Bertram's Goodman, but anything that's like a brick and mortar location that's somewhat of a department store. I think that they would even match Tootsie's too, which is like a little specialty shop that they have in Atlanta, Dallas, and Houston. Stanley Korshak is a only Dallas-based department store. We would price match that because it is a brick and mortar location. Macy's, Dillard's. If they have a brick and mortar location and they kind of carry similar brands, or the actual website themselves, we would price match it. But like Essence, Net Porter, like those websites, it depends in how big of a discount it was. If it's something like stupid crazy, like 40% off versus Net Porter or Nordstrom, they're probably gonna tell you no. But if it's like 10% off, 15% off, they will. It just depends who it is, honestly. It depends because Nordstrom's very liberal and like there's not a handy book is what I'm trying to say. Like there's not where it has, yes, it has specific guidelines, but since Nordstrom is known for going above and beyond for their customers, it's more of a based on case scenario. And if you threw a fit about it, sometimes they will just do it. But it honestly really just depends. If it has a brick and mortar location, it's around your area, most likely yes. But on like certain websites, it just depends how big of a discount it was. So if it's like a $2,000 bag and it's like 30% off, that's $600, and that takes a lot towards your profit margin. So it just really depends. But it's mostly their brick and mortar locations that they have. So like competitors like department stores. Jocelyn says, "Hey Sergio, hey, how are you? Went to TJ Maxx and grabbed a cute Dicky wristlet pocketbook, originally 68. I got it for $16. Period. You came out winning." It's funny because I was looking at Farfetch bags like on their website, and I saw some DKNY bags. I'm like, girl, missing these are kind of expensive. I said, girl, let me go into a discount store and let me buy a DKNY bag because low-key DKNY is like low-key popping. I don't know what happened. I feel like they kind of fell off. I feel like they're coming back again. And Miss DKNY is always good, and especially the perfume, the one that smells like an apple, the green one. Smells so good. But you came out winning. You literally got it like you went from 68 to switching the 6 to $16. Totally agree. We have the same taste in music. That's from Lily. And then Tamika was the one that said the DKNY. Monica says, "You seem more mature than your age and you have great taste in music." Yes, I get that a lot. But I also like Hispanic music too. Like you'll see me listen to like Jenny Rivera or like even like early Shakira, like her first like 1995, like when she had black hair in that album color. Like all those like early. I don't really listen to new Shakira, but older Shakira, girl. Vicente Fernandez, girl. What else? Alejandro Fernandez. Like I'll listen to all those too. I listen to a little bit of everything. Did you happen to see the new Marc Jacobs tote with all over monogram giving your tote dupe? I actually prefer it over the book tote. It's from Bright Andy. Yes, I have seen it and I love it a lot more, to be honest. I like Marc Jacobs a lot because he's actually alive and Dior's dead. I don't know. I prefer designers that are alive. I don't know if or that are. I just feel like it's something to like for me to like think like inspiring. Like, oh, like what is Marc Jacobs doing? You know what I mean? I feel like it keeps the brand alive versus like Dior, which is like owned by LVMH. It's like more of a conglomerate. It's like I don't know. Even though Marc Jacobs is owned by LVMH, I don't know. Seeing kind of like a face to it, facing a face to a brand, I think it's more youthful. It's more fun. But I do like the new Marc Jacobs monogram. Sherry says, "What size do you recommend for a Loewe bag? What is your favorite color, weight, and size?" I prefer the small. My friend Cassie has the mini. And the large, I feel like the mini is like too small. My next bag is probably going to be a mini, just because I like smaller bags. I recommend this size small to begin with, and colorways. There's not really or a color. I kind of like all of them. I've never seen for the most part, I have not seen a puzzle bag that I don't like. Obviously, I would say maybe like if I were to add another one, it'd probably be a mini with like a neutral tricolor. I would say that's the one I would like. Odiela says, "Hi, sweetheart. Hi, how are you?" AOBS Life, have you considered going to New York for Fashion Week, or have you already been, or any other high fashion shows? Which one would you want to be front row at? I've never been to New York. I've never been to Fashion Week. And so I guess that already answers my question. Any high fashion shows I would love to go. Um, Tom Ford, Michael Kors, Tory Burch, Marc Jacobs, Coach, Brenda Schooler. Those are some of the ones that I kind of have in mind that I would love to go. And who knows, I may be in the forefront in the future. I don't know yet. I don't know where the future leads. But you got to be grateful. But eventually, I feel like I will go into that. But just maybe not, and maybe within this year, no. But who knows next year? It's crazy how your life can turn around in a few months too. So I'm also not going to say that it won't happen this year, because who knows? In September, I may be here in Fashion Week. I'm like, damn, girl, I was not expecting to be here. But you never know. But I've never been to New York, guys, believe it or not. You said the two colors in which I'm undecided about the Colgate. I love the pink version, but I see it more flashy and iconic. But also gray because it looks good, and it would be a top, especially with jeans. Yeah, it would look really good with blue denim. I don't know. I feel like even the pink one looks good. Like the pink and the gray are good. Would get the gray, so maybe you should get the pink. But the pink is pretty iconic too. I think that Balenciaga pink, I think they do really well. And I think that color, it's not too bright, it's not too muted. I find it's like the perfect shade of pink. So I feel like you can kind of get away with it. And like having the little heart charms kind of walking around, feeling your vibe. I love it. Um, Hello, everyone. Hey, Gemini. Have you ever used any Longchamp tote? Yes, I did a Longchamp video. I have 3 Longchamp bags, I think, or 2. I have 2. Um, I use the one with the strap, the Noe version, and then I have a larger one that I use to kind of put all my big things that I need to pack if I like a night bag or stuff like that. I use the bigger one now, but I do love Longchamp bags, but I only have nylons in my collection as of now. Um, what kind of bag would you recommend for work? Someone's starting in the real estate, something that I can fit a laptop budget, 200, 250. The Rebecca Minkoff, I forgot what it's called. I literally posted the video about it today. Rebecca Minkoff Megan tote bag. I would recommend that one. That one's probably my favorite one because it's leather. It looks sophisticated. It doesn't have necessarily a branding, and versus like a Marc Jacobs or Telfar, which I feel like a little not played out, but I feel like they're more like fashion. I feel like for real estate, I think it looks more professional, but it still has a little bit of edge. So probably the Megan Tote by Rebecca Minkoff, I think would be something, and it does fit a laptop in it, and it's leather lined inside and out. So if you spill something on the inside, you can get like a little wet wipe, and everything will come right off. So I would recommend that one for you. And also the base toe is something that I would recommend too. The Is it the base BEIS? I see that one a lot that a lot of professional settings use, and I think that one's under $200. Like maybe I think it's 188. So I would recommend that one. Instead of the Prada re-edition 200 crystal bag, what do you think is a good investment? Like as far as like a crystal bag style, I don't know. I like some of the Jimmy Choo bags, and sometimes the outlet has like some really nice Jimmy Choo crystal bags. I really wanted that bag for the longest, but when I saw it, I was like, man, I feel like I kind of prefer my basic one a little bit more. I don't know. I wasn't like I was just like, man, I appreciate it from a distance. But if you are looking for a sparkly bag, um, I don't know. I feel like I would look at more like Christian Louboutin or Jimmy Choo. They may not necessarily be investments, but those are bags that also go on sale. You can get really good deal on pre-love, and you can get like a crystal bag and see how you feel about it, or even Miu Miu on the pre-love market, like on Fashion File. Get like a crystal bag, see how you feel about it or like it, and then maybe if you do like it, maybe if you want to get the Prada one, then I would recommend it. But I would say Jimmy Choo. When I think of like sparkly bags or nice like bags, I always think about Jimmy Choo, even before Prada or any other brand. Um, Cook with Tay AB says, "Hello, friend. Hello, how are you? A Coach tote will hold your laptop, even wallet, even lunch. It's cost effective and stylish. You can wear it with a suit or jeans." Yeah, I would go to the Coach outlet. Would also be a good option. Or I would wait maybe to see what they'll have at the friends and family sale, because I know they should be having one soon for Mother's Day. I think that'd be a really great option too. Does anyone know whether a Longchamp small shoulder bag would fit a 13-inch laptop? The small one would not. No, it doesn't. Because I remember when I worked on it did not. The regular size, like the 145 style lip pliage, yes, it will fit one. But the small one, because I think it's like mini, small, and the larger one, I think the one that's 125 versus the 145, as far as like, I remember them as price points because that's how I thought about it when I worked retail. The 125, it won't, but the 145 version, yes. And I think that's even better too, because if you the 125 was it's a little bit too small, and that one would never really got sold. People always went for the bigger one. What do you think about the Coach Ruby satchel? Let's look at the name of it right now. Oh, love it. It's like a cute bowling bag. I have seen it before. I like it, but I'm always gonna say I'm a big fan of Coach bags, except the field toe. That's just a bag that I don't like. Your skin looks so good and supple. You're glowing. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. It's that sunscreen. I was showing my Sephora haul earlier today. That's why I have like all this stuff here. But to be honest, it's been the retinol that's been really helping my skin kind of like look a little bit more youthful. Let's see. Thank you so much for joining time. And yeah, I have a small Neo long shop will fit 13 feet long. Yeah, the Neo one. This is a small one because I actually have it right here because I filmed a few videos. This is a smaller one. It will fit on this one, but if you're talking about like the traditional small one, no. But the small one, like this one in the Neo, yes, it will fit. Because the laptop that I have going, I would carry it in here. But if you're talking about the traditional one, it does not fit on it. And yeah, guys, I think that is like the last ending kind of like of the live stream. We are at 2 hours and 6 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream here. I should be here next Friday. If I'm not here next Friday, I'll probably move it to Thursday. But if you guys follow me on Instagram or on YouTube, I'll let you guys know. If I'm not on Friday at 7, I'll probably be Thursday at 7. But you guys know I love to do live streams. You guys already came. Like I was already like in a good mood. I was already kind of looking forward for this the entire week. So I love you guys so much. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and log off, and I'll see you guys next weekend. Hopefully, you guys have a beautiful, wonderful weekend, and God bless you all. And thank you so much for participating on the live stream. You guys have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.